Let me see. Are y'all able to hear me? How are y'all doing tonight? Listen, we are back. We're back in nighttime court because there were some things that I heard earlier, and I feel like I need to go back through them. And so, if you guys are willing to listen, okay, audio's clear. All right. So, if you all are interested in going through some receipts, I want to go down this rabbit hole because I want you all to understand the relationship that sit and okay, there we go. Jurors. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so mhm, yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, so there was some content that I was listening to a little bit earlier, and I wanted to know because there were a lot of things being said, and I just want to, I just can't mind, I can't mind my business. So I'm going to bring up this video, and I just want you all to go through this with me because I want you all to understand this. When it comes to a relationship, I can say that I'm very protective over my relationships, right? But not over my homeboy, not somebody that I'm not, being intimate with or anything like that. If I'm gonna, oh, I just popped my button. I just popped my button. I'm gonna have to get a safety pin. Anywho, but yeah, let's go ahead and let's listen to this slide.
Turn me up.
You got that?
What'd you say? I hear you.
You get that?
Get what?
The screenshot. Exhibit A.
Okay, hold on, let me check. Why you send me Exhibit 8 earlier? God dang it.
I just
Okay, so
Oh, what the?
what is Exhibit A? What is Exhibit A? We need to figure out what is Exhibit A because they are pulling up Exhibit A, and we need to be able to know what Exhibit A is as well, right? Let's go ahead and let's get on into it.
Nigga.
What?
Hold on, guys. This is some good juiciness. Hold on. Damn.
Yes, fair use commentary.
Man, I was prepared. And Jag.
Let's go ahead and get our fair use commentary right on in, okay? Give me one second, you all. I just have a lot of documents that are flowing in, a lot of discovery. Oh, we've been doing some discovery this evening, and it's just been a lot of discovery. Fair use disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. The copyright laws of the United States recognizes a fair use of copyrighted content. Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act states, notwithstanding the provisions of Section 106 and 106A, the fair use of a copyrighted work, including such use by reproduction and copies of phone records, criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research, is not an infringement of copyright. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it.
My ex-husband don't want you. So please, don't throw your pussy at him. He's not interested. You think you're weird. Picking on me. You lame. What else? Shit. Hold on, y'all. Damn, Seth. Fuck.
What?
Cause your ass just told me this. I could have been had this ready. Shit.
Wait, hold on. So you want me to inbox it to you?
No, I got it. I'm just saying you should have been sent me this earlier so I could have had it already ready for the audience.
No, my bad. Hey, you know what? It's cool. It's cool. You know what I mean?
Okay, for sure. Now, Jag, these receipts are receipting, so I'm gonna shake them out. Hold on, one moment.
Okay, so what are these receipts actually going to show us? I want to know, because they're hyping it up. They are getting us excited. I mean, we got the receipts. We have this knowledge. What is that knowledge, and what were the receipts? Are you guys putting them behind a paywall, or what is it? If somebody can get those receipts for me, email the receipts of what they were talking about. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead, shake it. This deserves that shake the room introduction. Okay, got that one. Well, that one's loading.
Mm-hmm. And I want y'all to pay attention to the dates too. Pay attention to the date.
Okay, so he's saying pay attention to the dates and things like that. I've never, I've had a dude like that did like some low blow stuff, like low brow, low vibrational energy, like to sit up and go, like, you didn't sit up here and you've been with me and you said you love me, you laid down with me, you kissed me, you hugged me, you accepted meals that the supporters sent and cash outs, and you sat right there and you enjoyed that meal. Why, if you seeing that she had a problem, why didn't you get her some help when she was in your possession, in your space? If she's all of this, why didn't you take the necessary steps to take her to the facility of where they help out individuals that may find themselves in a situation? It's more of like, this was a nanny. I'm gonna get some of your business and I'm gonna make fun of you, and I can get you some help, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make fun of you because that's what's gonna drive the numbers. That's what's gonna drive my clout, so to speak. Let's go.
Oh, Jackie. In my evangelist bad voice, Jackie.
Damn.
Okay, guys. Now, exhibit. You said what is it called? Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
Okay.
Exhibit A. All right. See that?
Okay, as much as you've been to court, sweetheart, you don't know Exhibit A. Okay, so this right here, it says a flight, $155. That was January the 9th. And then it says flight, January the 19th. And that was $105. So I'm assuming that they were on Priceline. Okay, so we have two flights that are allegedly being paid for. So flight 129 is at 155. Okay, and then flight 119, and that's at 105. Okay, so let's go ahead because they're bringing out the receipts. Hey, Wani11, hello, greetings and welcome. We're at night court, and we're going over some documents. Okay, so all right, making sure we have our notes. Okay, let's get into this.
Do you see that? Right there at the bottom where it say flight. January 19th. That was me. That was me for her to fly in fucking Chicago. That was me. You see that? See that January the 29th? That was me too, for her to fly ass right back to motherfucking Vegas. That was me. That was me. That's all me.
Okay, so I guess he wants a brownie point for buying her a flight. Okay, let me notate that. And so we're right now at $260. Mhm. 111 says, hi, Queen Tulsa, Maria Royals in chat. Hello, how are you? All right, let's get up into it.
So for her to say, she was sending me cash up, that's a lot. Because at this particular time, she didn't have my cash up info. At all. Exhibit B.
Okay, y'all come.
And as you can see, you all, he is very excited to just let everybody know that, you know, he spent $250. He spent for $155 at one point in time, and then $105 at another point in time. So, yeah, let's go.
Right here. Exhibit B. This right here is what I paid for. Paid for.
Okay, so share location, and this was a lift. Okay, so we got her a lift. Okay, what else was she gonna do? So this was gonna be, so this is at Tuesday. So we're gonna do the lift. This was Tuesday, the 30th. You got her a lift. And we don't know how much that was, but that was at 5 a.m. That was at 5 a.m.
For a lift for her ass, goddammit, to get from O'Hara Airport to my goddamn crib. That was me. That went up. She ain't pay for shit. Matter of fact, that night, that date right there, Saturday. Oh no, it's the other. That's when she left. Oh yeah, you're right. That date right there, that was the same night. Her and Kimmy got into it when Kimmy and VS was on the panel. Same night. That's when I snapped on her ass.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Time like.
Okay, we are in the studio now. Yes, we are. And shout out to TJ. How are you?
Hi, Tosa. Can you hear
Hi.
me? I had to find a spot. I had to come outside and find a spot. That's what took me so long. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing?
Okay. I'm all right, and you?
Oh, I can't complain. So we were just going through
It's not bad.
we were just going through this live that Sip had did, and in this live he mentioned that you and Jag was
My
on
phone won't let me hear it.
oh, is your honey there? TJ, who's over there? Oh, that's your other device. You gotta
How about now? I'm sorry. How about now? Is this better?
Yeah, that's way better. Okay, hold on. All right, so while we wait for TJ to come back, there was a lift that was paid for by Sip, I'll call him Sip. And then there were flights being paid. He paid 155 for one, and then he paid 105 for the other. And I'm just thinking like it was a price line, and there's nothing wrong with a price line. I love a quick, cost efficient flight, as I love to save. But don't go out here bragging and boasting like you just went out here and just spent it all up. You know. So yeah, are you with us?
All right. Let's see. Are we here? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. I'm so sorry. I had to leave my room, so now the Wi-Fi here is just jacked up. All right. I'm in a good spot now. I'm all ears.
Okay, we're in the room now. So yeah, so Sip had made mention that you and Jag was using the app Plenty of Fish to reel in the money.
That is hilarious and insulting, actually. We were never on an app together. And given Jack's personality, she doesn't need an app at all.
So you seeing that it wasn't like that.
No, it's not true. I didn't even know he said that. I need to catch up, I guess, on these YouTube streets, what's being said. But no, not at all. It's not true.
Here, I can bring up the video. Would you like for me to bring it up, TJ?
Please.
Okay, let's do it.
You should get this shit tatted on you, motherfucker. That should be your next step. Because that's what you live by. If you don't live by nothing else, that's definitely what you live by. Everything is content. And it's sad. Everything's bad. You're going out bad right now. You're going out real bad. Real bad. And all they're trying to expose me, you ain't doing shit but making yourself look even motherfucking worse. Even worse. You could have took what I said Monday and left it where it was. Ah, you want to sit your ugly ass over there on that Yasha pound and want to bash with shit. My. And there's so much for a brother can take it. But I told y'all, when I'm quiet, be very, very worried. Because when I come out swinging, don't say shit. And unfortunately, you the motherfucker that I got to expose. And
now, are you ready to release the recording?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
We get there.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Exhibit C. When she left. You ain't gonna tell your mom squad. You ain't gonna tell the mom squad all this shit is. You ain't show mom squad all this shit. I wonder why. The wolf in sheep clothing. Wonder why. Matter of fact, yeah, you talk so much and try to expose motherfuckers. How about you tell the people why you can't go back to Florida anymore? Tell the public why you can't go back to Florida no more. Snap it for me on my end, because I ain't got to say too much.
It was a part on here where he said, Jaguar.
Jaguar, right. I met a lot of your people. I did. I met a whole lot of your people. But what them people don't know is who you really is. Once you get on the net, they have no clue. No clue.
Okay, I'm trying to find the part where he was like, you and Jag was over there on y'all were on POF and y'all were like, I guess she was, do you know anything about the POF? And like how did she meet the guys?
Honestly, Jag wasn't on the app. Anybody that she met them in real life. Like, people will walk up to Jag. They will recognize her. We would be in grocery stores. We would be at the bar, places like that. And people would identify her. So, no, that's something new to me.
So with the fellas, they were already?
Yeah. Well, no, like a stranger. Like we would be grocery shopping. Like we couldn't even go grocery shopping without somebody coming up and being like, Jaguar, right? Are you Jaguar, right? Even in lifts, we'll take a lift and people will recognize who she is. So her being on the app, that's new to me. She never was on the app. We were never on the app together. So she's on Plenty of Fish. That's something new to me.
Right.
She doesn't need it. With her personality, she doesn't need an app for someone to be attracted to her.
Oh, can you tell Miss Katina to come up here? It seemed like she got some knowledge. Miss Katina, come up here. She says that it was a side hustle. Let us know about it.
That's new to me. Yeah. A lot of people just support it. Didn't even have to get on a POF. That's new to me. You get online and people support Jag. Jag has supporters. As you can see, people got up money to bail her out of jail. So for her to get on an app and hustle up money, that's like a lie and it's insulting, honestly. To who she is, even though she's crazy and wacky, but her personality in person is over the roof. Like people see her, they're attracted by her, they want to sit with her, they want to laugh with her, and she does that Jaguar Wright thing, and they hook.
Mhm.
So
Now,
that's new to me.
what is the Jaguar? What is that?
What the Jaguar Wright effect?
Yeah.
It's her sharing all her accolades of what she's done, and she goes into the Jay-Z spill, or I was on Unplug, and she speaks about her album and the way she carry herself, and says she is the queen of YouTube, and she has her own sector, and exposed celebrities, and she piggyback on what people know her for now. So that's new.
Okay. So are guys very like flirtatious with her and things like that? Because the way that it was explained was like, it was like y'all had a hustle and y'all were going to be making some moves. Or she was making the moves
Oh,
to provide the room for y'all.
oh no, not at all. She had people that support, just like Kimmy supported us. What's her name? TK, Miss Dalma. A lot of people supported us when we got online, and then we said we needed a room. People helped provide those things for us. Even OG Patrice at one point. People from my family. To say somebody was hustling for a room, that wasn't necessary at all. So he lied.
Um, Miss Katina says Skip said Jag was sleeping with these men.
Well, Jack didn't sleep with any men around me, so I don't know anything about that either. When we were in separation, that's when Day Day came in. That's why I found out who Day Day was. But I've never seen Jag sleep with a man. We never courted men. We never made a profile for men to come or anything like that. So that's a lie.
Mm. So when we think of, okay, so how did she meet Day Day?
Outside the hotel room when she was staying in La Quintas in was that Duncanville? No, no. She met him outside. See, Jag just has that personality that people are drawn to. You ask for a cigarette, or she asks you for a cigarette, and then she begins to talk, and people are drawn to that. So that's how she met Day Day. And if she met him on POF, I wasn't aware of that. I didn't even know she had a POF. That's surprising, but that says a lot about him. Your woman on POF, and you're okay with it?
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Because I feel like he taunted when he finally got her.
He taunted who? Me?
Yeah, like pretty much making it seem like, oh, she's got a real man. She's safe here. I got her. She's in love. And how did you feel when he was bragging, boasting about his love for her?
Honestly, I thought it was a joke. My truthful opinion about it, because not even in gender. All right, no one's gonna have me on a panel harassing your ex-girlfriend. It just didn't make sense. So really, you became my ex-bitch too. Honestly, you said my name more more than I've ever said his name. So it wasn't a thing of taunting, because the relationship was ended. So I don't even know why you felt like we was in competition. And if you felt as though that we were, it's because Jag put you in that position to feel so.
Okay, so you felt like the relationship wasn't genuine, and you didn't feel like it was a real relationship. You kind of took him as a joke.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a joke. Hold on real quick. So let me take this call.
Okay. All right. Well, while TJ takes that call, let's go ahead and listen to a little bit more of this audio.
You ain't been keeping
I
real
need
with
to
yourself
figure
your
out
whole
where
entire
the
life.
spot is when he said that
You have.
about her and TJ.
And you down to have me fooled. You down to have me fooled. But it didn't work. That little, oh, you put a switch on me and all this shit. Bitch, I don't want you. That shit is dead. That shit is dead. Just like them eggs. It's dead. Oh, y'all want to know about the Florida? Oh, sweet, cool. She used to be one of them girls that used to be passed around all the motherfucking time. She was one of them industry bitches.
Okay, so she was a pass around, but you still decided to lay down and get a piece of the pudding. Okay, so she was bounced around, but he also mentioned that
Did she at least send you one email?
about TJ. Does anybody know the timestamp?
Jag, you so motherfucking insecure about yourself. It's pathetic.
I'm here,
matter of fact, I'm
Tulsa.
gonna tell everybody about this. We was laying in the bed. I told her, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if your ass was fatter, you know what I'm saying? You can get a motherfucking Jaguar tatted on your ass and shit. Don't you know she talked about that shit for damn near 4 days? That's just how.
So TJ, and
Yes.
and this was with all due respect. Okay, so like when it comes to Jag, what type of female is she?
Mhm.
Is she, because there's so many rumors. Like when people leave her, they're like, "Oh, she smelled, she this, she that." Was she? I mean, was she up on her hygiene, or like, did she want anything out of life? Did you like, or did she just want to just be low vibration all the time?
I think she struggled with the balance between being low vibrational and high vibrational, right? Everything that Jag does to her is business. To her is working. Was she on her hygiene what normal? No. No, she wasn't. Absolutely she wasn't. In the very beginning of the relationship, yes. We just met each other. Was she bathing every day? Yes, she was. Was she taking care of her oral hygiene? Yes, she was. But as time went on, it began to be a struggle with her bathing and stuff like that. And when I started to come, not having the tampons and stuff that she needed, yes, that became a struggle as time progressed, right? But everything that she feels like she does in her mind is business. She's working. That's her perception. Getting online, that's her job. She controls the algorithm. She has a whole sector dedicated to Jaguar Wright. So to her, she's working. She's leaving her legacy behind. She's leaving a mark on the world. She did it, performing with her music and with her gifts. She traveled. She did all those things. And now she's the queen of YouTube in her mind.
Do you think like the fame or her seeing her name in the thumbnails, do you think that has like altered her ego a bit?
Absolutely. I think her ego was altered way before YouTube. That's how she's able to say that she's Jaguar Wright. Okay, she sat in rooms with major artists. She's on a culture classic. The Best Man, she performed with Jay-Z. She's written songs for Al Green. So her ego has already been stroked, if you will. That's why it's a sector of Jaguar Wright, because it couldn't be in a sector there if she didn't already put in the work for people to know who she is.
Okay. We got somebody here. Just show your face and let us know who you are, and then you can come up. It's beautiful and meaningful. You want to show your face and then you can come up? Do you know who that person is?
No. But hi.
Oh, hold on. They said in bed. I promise. Oh, okay, girl. Let me go ahead and just go ahead and throw up a Let me go ahead and throw up a banner just in case, y'all. We got somebody at the door. Y'all, give me a second. Let me unlock it. Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? Hello, TJ. Hi, Queen Tosa. Queen Tosa, this is only my second live from you, and I have to say, I am loving your content.
Oh, thank you so much.
I was one of the people that drugged Jag that night on the Monday, let it off your chest, and that was my first time on channel.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I couldn't help myself. I had been watching and hearing all the lies because I started watching Jag about 6 to 8 months ago. So I binge watched everything I could and went to different content creators and saw stuff from the past that some people like me that got her off of Facebook may not have known. And then it just became that from, oh my God, this lady is telling the truth, to, oh my God, this B is insane. And I couldn't help myself because she just, you know, she's and talking about people's kids, just the way that she acts. Now, there is nothing wrong with being homeless and a has-been. If she's trying to do it again, hey, kudos to her. But don't act like you have the world when you live in dirt and you have nothing. Which actually brings me to my question. TJ, Sip said that you guys were escorting. Is that true?
No, not at all. That this is so funny to me because I'm just hearing about it. Absolutely not. We were not escorting.
Okay, let me cut in. Okay, that was said. I wasn't tripping, was I?
No, I'm sorry. Me? No. Oh yes, it was said. It was definitely said. He said that I didn't even know what Plenty of Fish was. He said that they were escorting off of Plenty of Fish. And to be honest with you, Queen Tosa, you were there back then. I saw one where it was a get out of jail party. It was the most funniest thing that I've ever seen. That's what made me come to your live. Because I was like, this lady is freaking insane. Okay, but yeah, okay, so remember back then, and I'm just going through things I've seen, so I may not have the whole thing because her channels have been taken down. But even after TJ left, it was a different man like every night for a while. And TJ, while you were there, you guys did a lot of things. There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about because, okay, number one, I understand why you have a lot of animosity for your ex. I haven't been to her show. I don't know anything about her. What I will say is this, from what I've seen, you allowing Jag, and Jag did bring those kids into it. Naisha did not. What I got is that you guys were on OKP show, and you were not cammed up, but Jag was talking, and she just kept saying baby and honey and all this stuff, and I was like, what the... everybody, nobody's stupid. We got it then. And then Naisha got in the chat. And then you guys just started dragging her for whatever reason. I do not know. But why would you allow Jag to talk about your kids like that?
Okay. First and foremost, Naisha did things behind the scene, and that's not when she appeared in the chat. Honestly, the first chat that she appeared in was Danny's chat, and when she told me that she was going to expose us, she did just that. When I told her that no, it was not. Jag and I had slept together a whole week before any of that, right? And SCW and OKP was the ones who knew it. It was tucked in. Nobody knew about it, and I felt like I needed to tell Naisha what was going on before it got out of hand online, because when we was on Trees, that's when she called me baby, and I was like, you're doing too much, right? You're doing too much. I just got out of a relationship a second ago, right? So even though we weren't together, I felt like I owed Naisha the responsibility of letting her know that I am moving on. Secondly, in regards to my children, I control no one. Um, did I agree with it? Absolutely not. Did we have arguments about it? Yes, we did. On live? Yes, we did. Behind the scenes? Yes, we did. Um, Honestly, at that moment, how I felt was my children were born in it when Aisha told my children what I've done, and my children calling me, asking me, am I sleeping with someone? Could I control my emotions then? No. Was I full of resentment? Yes, towards Naisha. So,
I don't mean to cut you off. I'm very sorry. I just want to make a statement that I'm going to let
no,
you
you're
guys
all
know.
right.
But
You're all right.
you're putting this around on Naisha, but you do have control over what someone says about your kids and what you do about it. There is no way
I'm gonna
on
drop
God's
down.
green
I'm gonna
earth.
let y'all talk.
There is no way I would ever allow someone to talk about my children like that. Now, thank you very
Okay,
much
so what
for
did
your
you
time. Thank
no,
you
no,
for
no,
intelligence.
no,
You guys
no.
have
We
a
having a
great day.
conversation. You asked me a question and then you want to drop down. It's so funny to me how people have an opinion about what they were allowed or what they were not allowed. So here's the question that I asked everyone: what did you suppose I've done? Punched her in her face? Go to jail? Um, and it brings it back to what I've allowed in my 11-year relationship that no one's seen. It goes back to the closet abuse, right? So it's okay as long as it's done in private and no one sees the scars, no one sees the bruises. It's okay for you to be abused, right? But someone see you get dragged out in public. Now, it's a selective outrage for me. No one was there during the relationship between Naisha. No one knows the things that she has done to my children. And if you listen to Kimmy on the panel, when I asked her, was she the one who abused the children? Her answer was simply yes. So if people are offended or in an uproar because Jack said some words, then I need you to sit back and reevaluate your life and some things about it. Because people say, oh, I wouldn't allow someone to talk about my children, but what about the physical things that Naisha has done to mine? It's weird. It's the selective outrage for me.
I had a moment in my mind for many years, but
Okay, so I got something for you. You want to hear an audio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell me what you think about this audio.
what I'm saying is, I had that moment in my mind for many years, but I dismissed it because I figured it was just something to let me know how dangerous it is. Tell me everything. Tell me everything that happened. If you truly remember it, tell me everything that happened. I need to know the day. I need to know where Maddie was when I was beating you with an extension cord. I need to know where Justin was. I need to know what we had for dinner. I need to know what you were wearing. I need to know what I was wearing. I need you to tell me exactly when I went to go get the extension cord and I came back and I beat you. I need you to tell me all of that. Can you do that? I can tell some details, but yes. I unfortunately cannot go into extreme autistic details. I can't. The memory is too far ago. The memory is too far ago. That doesn't make any sense as intelligent as you are. I understand that I'm intelligent, no, but... Honey, listen to me. Do you remember what you were like when you came back? After he threw you out? And we flew you in to Dallas? Do you remember what you were like? I understand that I was... No. I'm not asking you to understand. What did your father tell you? Did you even tell them that everything that you told them that was true while we were in Louisiana? Before we went to Louisiana, when you did the interview with Sean? Did you say that was a lie too? Because you told the truth about your dad, and I wasn't present. They're brainwashing you again, just like they did before you left. They're brainwashing you again. Who you been spending time with, honey? I've been spending time with anybody but your dad? I haven't gotten enough money is good to be able to why don't you have enough money? Why don't you have enough money? Because I have to take care of my loan. Oh, you have to take care of your loan. What loan? What loan? Why are you paying that loan? I told you don't pay it. You let your father talk you and pressure you into paying it. I told you do not pay that. Don't exaggerate things. There are two loans that I got. This Federal Stafford loan, aka FAFSA, and that was enough for. I'm hanging up. They got you. You're brainwashed. Just like you were when you. No, you're brainwashed. Just like you were when you did that. No, you're sitting here inventing events that never happened. Now, if you want me to call Uncle Dante, because Uncle Dante was around a lot at the mansion when you were kids. I was just on the phone talking to him. You remember him, don't you? I don't. You don't remember Uncle Dante? No. That's weird. That's weird because he was around all the time. So tell me something. You don't, wait a minute. You remember me beating you with an extension cord, but you don't remember how it happened. The memory was vague and you're not sure, this, that, and the third, and so on and so on and so forth. But you don't remember Uncle Dante. There's some people that I meet and I sometimes forget because I lose contact with them. What do you mean you meet and sometimes forget? You lived with these people for years. Please. I didn't recognize Australia when I was in my sophomore year of college. You didn't recognize her before she died? Your sophomore year of college? What sophomore year of college? You went to Westchester. You mean when you went to Westchester and you flunked out? When did you see Otelia? You never told me you saw Otelia. She was there with... No, she was there with what? Do you hear what you're saying? When did you see Otelia? Because when I talked to you when you were in Westchester, when I moved into my dorm, you were afraid to come out of your room. You were barely talking to anyone. You were isolated. You were going down to, oh my God. I was not fully isolated. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. And you know you were. You're omitting a detail. I'm not omitting any detail. I told you. You called me and you told me your father left you with no money. You hadn't had a haircut in 4 months when you came to Dallas. That was my choice. It was your choice? It was your choice to walk around with I developed a nervous behavior of holding whatever money I had because I didn't know when I needed to use it for something else. Because you didn't have any money. Are you forgetting who sent you money to come to Dallas? After your dad refused to take care of you and he told you you were selling all of your furniture? Are you forgetting all of that? Because I chose not to open up with them. What do you mean open up with him? I told you to open up with him. And you continued to lie. I know you. And he continued to, no. And see, I know what you're doing right now. And I know the sound of your voice. I know you better than anybody, especially your father. Because the truth is, he doesn't love you. He just wants to control you, and you know that. He's getting paid to keep you away from me. Now, this is the thing. You're about to be 22 years old. I have busted my ass to put together a great life when you don't have to worry about being controlled by that very, very, very sad man. And who does not like you very much. Who does not like you very much, and you know that. And it's just sad. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you want to stay under their control, this is the last time we talk. Because they're trying to kill me again. And your father's in on it. And if you're okay with your dad working with my enemies to kill me, then we don't ever need to speak again, son. I will always love you, and I will always be here for you. But as long as you're dealing in that, I can't have anything to do with you. See, we had this conversation before we were separated. After we were forced to be separated. Before we got a chance to move into our home. I guess you're forgetting all of that. I didn't. No, you did. Yeah, you did forget it. Because I can hear it in your voice right now. You forgot it. Do you know that your dad was working with Genesis and Legina, they paid the police to put that charge on me. Do you know what they want me to do now? They want me to take a deal, and they want me to admit I'm crazy. And guess what? All of the evidence that I collected from all of the abuses, oh, that goes away. Oh, I get my life back. I get to be free again, but nobody will ever believe me because I've admitted that I'm crazy. Do you think I should do that too? Or maybe you're just okay with them killing me. I don't know. But what I do know is this. Everything that you just said about me beating you with an extension cord is a lie. My mother used to beat me with an extension cord. She used to beat the shit out of me. My mother used to take us and lay us down on the floor and wet our bodies and then beat us until we swelled. That never happened to you. Shit, that never happened to Giovanni. And Giovanni was a handful. I need your brother's ashes back. I'm gonna need you to mail them to me. You've been holding them for me, correct? Yeah, I need my son back. I need one of my sons back. Because you've decided to be with the devil. And I can't stop that. You're a grown man, that's your choice. If you want to serve the devil, after you got baptized, after you gave God your word, and you would no longer allow Satan to make choices in your life, and you know your father is wrapped up in Satan.
Interesting words you're saying. You chose to say interesting words.
Interesting words about what? About what? About interesting words about what? Because I hear it now. I hear how he's been working on you. Because I haven't seen you since last April. And the last time you came home, it took us 3 months to get you to start acting normal again. You remember not washing, being afraid to move around, feeling like you were being watched, being paranoid, being too afraid to talk to Sam and Tina because they were tapping your phone calls and recording your phone calls. Did you forget all of that? If that's who you want to be with, then go do that. But don't ever lie on me again. Don't you ever lie on me again. You hear me? And I don't care what they tell you. If you ever lie on me again, I will disown you for life. And I mean that. See, as a grown man, I can tell you that. As a grown man, I can tell you that what you're doing right now, after everything I sacrificed for you, after the time I spent in jail for you, after the rapes, after the beatings, what you're doing right now is disgusting. And I'll pray for you, because you're lost again. But every time you get around them, they start working on you, they start talking shit about me, and then they start forcing you to say things and forcing you to say things and making you say this and then trying to make you remember that. And because you're autistic and you can't handle the pressure, you just conform. I've been watching you do this since you were a child. You know that, right? This is nothing new. This is you at 3 years old. This is you at 6 years old. This is you at 8 years old. This is you at 10 years old. This is you at 12 years old. When we were in Chicago fighting that case after your dad beat that bitch up and she busted his fucking nose and you were running off with Brandy in the street while I couldn't find you. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? The fake baby that's not his baby anymore? You remember that? Or the time you tried to commit suicide because you wanted to get away from him because he kept trying to convince you that you needed to hate me. You remember? Oh, you poor thing. Look how lost you are. You're very lost. When you're ready to be found and when you're ready to give your life back to God, call me. But as long as you're making excuses for that liar, who is going to lose his job because I'm suing Polo Ralph Lauren. And I'm suing you too, because I now have evidence that they've all been working to gaslight me and to destroy my life. And if you don't want to sit with those people against your mother, then you don't want a mom. You don't want a mom at all. to you. Do you? You don't want to mom? Because I don't know no son that would sit there after the way your father abused us all, after the way he beat us all, after the way he stole and robbed from us all, after the way he lied on you, after the way he abandoned you, left you in the street, after the times I had to come and pick you up from Tina's because she had you dressed in girl clothes because they were too cheap to buy you clothes. Are you serious? Kid, you poor thing. You good? Because I'm good. Let me know when you're ready to come to Vegas. Don't call me until then.
No, bitch. You.
Okay, so that was Jag talking to her son. What are your thoughts on that, sis?
Whoa.
And let me
I
give
haven't.
you. I'm gonna give you a little bit of context.
Okay.
He had Sip to record the phone call. What do you
Okay.
got?
And Sip is the one who released this call
Yes, ma'am.
as a get back, as a lick. So he used Sam as collateral to be a get back to Jag. It's kind of the same thing that I experienced. People manipulating children for the benefit of them. Even in the call with Sam and, Jag being his mother and his experiences with his father, I think no child should be put in the middle of any adult's beef, right? Whatever she experienced with his father, she experienced it. And I think it was completely unfair of her to do that to Sam, to make it that he has to answer these questions or make it seem like he had to pick a side on, choose your mother or choose your father, where both of them are his parents. And I think that was very disheartening to hear, because I've experienced that myself, where the children are in the middle of it and they shouldn't be. And for Sip to release this phone call as a get back, it makes me look at him side-eyed, right? Because everyone gave Jag crap for what she has done to my children, but it's okay that he has done it to Sam.
I mean, he sat there the whole time. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say, don't do this, ease up. He didn't do none of that. He sat there and he recorded that phone call for her.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like I don't understand. It's just like, how do you not say something? And like, this boy is like confused. He hadn't heard from you in a while, and now you want to argue?
Yeah, I don't think that was fair to Sam at all. And even to record the phone conversation, that went too far. And, Sip, you said that, he was defending her and that was his lady and, all those things. Where was the protection of her son, right? The reason why that Sam Sr. gets online and he talks about his experience with Jag and what it is to co-parent with her and what it was like, and for Sip to grieve a child of his own, you thought that was okay. And then the minute that you released it, you didn't release it to bring awareness. You released it as a get back to your friend. I think the children should just be left out of it, period.
I feel like, a man that just don't have no respect for, if you don't got respect for the mother, how do we expect for him to have respect for the child? And it is very clear that he is just another sad excuse for a black man to sit out here and doing this lame stuff for the culture. I don't see anything cute about it. I don't see nothing nice about it. Then you laying up with her. Then you saying she got bumps. Then you saying she don't got bumps. I mean, it's really not making sense. These little mind games. And it's like, I knew, I mean, he told me, he's been in and out of prison and he likes the young and the restless. He likes the bold and the beautiful and things like that. So, and when it comes to gossip, it seemed like this is his forte, like he's got it all covered. I mean, because the way you said he's no different than Uncle Jackie, period. Exactly. Do y'all hear me? This is a problem. And you know what? I know we saw that viral video of a dad disciplining his child on Facebook Live. I mean, this is a man that just like tearing her up, tearing her up, tearing her up. And the mother just sitting there just long as she got a man. Long as she got a man. That young girl could have been going through anything. That young girl could have been violated. But she didn't know how to tell them people. Why? Because the first thing the black parents want to do is get out the belt. And in this case, it was a extension cord.
The whole extension, I'm sorry, the whole thing with the extension cord, I'm not dismissing it. It's a culture thing, right? We all have been hit by things that now that we know as adults that was pushing the envelope, right? To your grandmother telling you to go get a switch off the tree, to being a shoe thrown at you, or to be hit with a belt, or all those things. Yes. What I would have loved to see is just the awareness of it. You acknowledge that you've done it, right? Regardless to how it make you look as a parent, as a person, you did it, and he felt some kind of way behind it. You never acknowledged how he felt about what happened to him. And I'm not saying overlook it, because that's how we were raised. It's about us breaking the curse and not raising our children in the same manner. So were you disciplined?
That's the point that I was trying to drive earlier, is we don't want this to be a cycle. Like, once we know better, we have to do better, because if you sitting around and you watching or you recording, you're just as guilty as the person that's doing it. And this boy has been through a lot. I mean, he's even got stuff ripped from him, and his life just felt like he's been through a lot already. So are you not going to care for how he feels? It was gross.
I think it was gross all the way around, honestly. And I just see Mojo comment, there's zero excuse for beating your child or mentally or emotionally beating your child. There's no excuse. But what I'm saying to you, we do have patterns that we have learned, right? Doesn't make it right. What I'm saying is, it happened, right? So what do you do about it now? Your son was affected. It came back to his memory. And if you care about the relationship, what are you going to do now to correct it?
To be honest, I think
to correct it.
I think he's probably afraid. I mean, the way that she lashed out in that phone call, that was nothing nice. That was nothing nice. And I thought it was very distasteful. And so Sib has been in and out of jail and hospitals as well. So he got a problem, because he sounds like he a little touched. I'm not gonna lie, and Lord forgive me, but he sounds like he touched. It's like when he was giving those receipts, he was in his bed, his leg crossed with his robe on, his bonnet on, and honey rubbing his feet together, getting off.
He probably was. and here's the thing: when you say it's justice for Sam Junior.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's been exposed. Absolutely, and I feel the same way as far as what happened to baby girl. A lot of people gave me flack about it. Why did you allow, Jag to tell that story? Why did you allow that? In a sense, it was justice for baby girl, but at what expense, right? At what cost? Why did you do it? Right? If we're advocating for children, we advocate for them from the very beginning, not because I'm mad at you or because we broke up, or we're weaponizing it for it to be a get back, right? It's to expose Jag who she really is, fine and dandy. If you're saying that's the reason, then that should have been addressed immediately, not you being coerced by your friend because now her house is in an uproar. Now you want to expose it because it's justice for Sam.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Now, peep this out. It's all fake anyway says that's not a culture thing. That is an abuser thing. Really? Well. Now that we know, see, it's about it's the generational misinformation. We gotta let that misinformation come out, and then we gotta let that go, because I guess what we were seeing was like, I've been told to go out there and pick a a switch. I've been told that before. I've been told to shut up before I give you something to cry. So so it's like, when we talking about these children and these grown adults that are acting out, is because they probably went through something as a child, or they just got some shortcomings that they don't want to tell us about.
I agree, and that's what I'm saying. At that time when we were growing up and when our parents were growing up, and that's how they were disciplined, and it was passed down. Now that we know better, we do better. And that's why I'm saying I'm not excusing, him being spanked or whipped or beaten, whatever word you want to use with the extension cord. I'm simply saying that it's time for us to bring awareness and have these conversations, because when do we stop repeating the same behavior, as far as even bringing the children in it? If we're advocating for children, let that be that. Don't be it because now you're pissed off, or it's mad day, or there's a separation. I had to learn that myself in my own relationship when it came to my children. Do I keep turning and looking the other way because that is their mom and that is the way that we were brought up? And does that make it okay? Or do I say, no, it's time for a change. It's time for us to do something different. That's all I'm saying. He want to show the world who she is, but before you even got in a relationship with her, you participated in it. You sat on that panel and you harassed people with her. And I'm going to speak on me, not other people. You harassed her harassed me with her.
And me.
You threatened to put hands on me. You threatened to do all these things. And you're saying you didn't know what type of person she was? When you recorded that call of Sam, and you're saying, you want justice for Sam, the justice shouldn't matter if you was with her or not. It simply should be justice.
You know what? I made that promise to myself as well. Like, I promised myself that I would not, like, as far as like discipline my kids, like, I don't even have to whoop my kids. Like, only thing I have to do is talk to them. And I have a soft power and I got a high power. Okay? So my voice can be this low or it can rise. Okay? And it's, hey, if I ask you to do something, okay, well, I'm gonna adjust my tone a little bit more, and now I'm gonna need your understanding. Can you, can we get on the same page? Can we, can we, can we work together? You know, and I feel like once I went to counseling and therapy, you know, I was able to be better for my little ones, my husband, myself, my family, my friends. But I think until we address mental health and, if we're to be taking meds, then we need to be on that regimen, you know, so you can be good
Uh,
for ourselves and others around us. I mean, why are we neglecting our health to be a nuisance to people and saying that we want to have a good life? You know?
I completely agree. And, that brings it back to another thing. And, when people are afraid, and I'll speak on culture because, that's what I experienced, right? Growing up, you were always told to go pray about it, talk to Jesus about it. And a lot of people don't want to seek the mental help that they need. And we need those things. We need to have people that are outside of us to be able to speak life into us. It's a taboo conversation, right? And if you do go talk to someone is quickly to deem you're crazy, or you're labeled all these things because you don't seek out the help that you need beyond prayer, beyond fasting, beyond a girlfriend's trip, beyond a vacation, beyond shopping, and all those things.
Right. So our people have been sending some questions. They say, how can you, as an abused child, look at your child and even for 1 minute make them feel less than? That's a good question. I don't. Uh, just been through what all I've been through. I wouldn't want. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. You know. And it's like once you know better, you do better. Um. So let me ask you this before we wrap it up, Ty.
I want to say something to Mojo.
Okay.
How can hurt people, and that brings it back to seeking the mental health that you need to be able to get those tools to do it, right? It's perception. You have two people that have been raised in a household, and say they're children of addicts, right? And you have one child who say, I'm never ever going to do that because I see the outcome of it. And then you have one child who say, oh, I'll do it. I just won't do it the same way the parent has. I think it's just how you perceive things and how you take it in, how you see the abuse, how you handle the abuse, right? For me, I was abused from the age of
TJ. I think that I think where we coming from is like the, being through. Okay, so she says, oh, I was, abused as a child, this, that, and the third. I'm just saying, how, I guess we just like, how can you sit up here and talk to your child in that manner when you've already been through the stress? You know how that feels. You know the thoughts, if you had any thoughts of not, wanting to stay here.
right. What I'm saying is, I agree with that statement. How could you? You know, prime example. Once again, I did that. I dealt with it. Naisha and I both were victims of abuse. Okay. And in return, I parented my children different. And what I'm saying, it still brings it back to getting help that you need to be able to have those tools. Just because you give birth to a child don't mean you're equipped to be a mother or a father. right? Because of those childhood traumas and because of the things that you experience. For me, I can never look at my child and put my children through the things that I went through as a child. Absolutely not. There's no way that I can do it. But for some people who were abused, they become abusers. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's even. I mean, when you talk about when you talk about abuse, it doesn't necessarily mean, you know, it could be physical. You know, you could have somebody that just can't keep their hands off their partner because this is what they're used to. This is how they express themselves. So abuse comes in all forms, you know. But to
Absolutely. And
be,
and it
oh,
was
go ahead.
disgusting. It was disgusting. That phone conversation was disgusting. Um, yes, I'm glad that it was out. I'm glad that it was exposed in that manner. The same way I am as far as, when my daughter comes in, I'm glad you're only as sick as your secrets. Now, there's no more hiding. There's no more pretending. It is out there. It is exposed. So now what? What do we do with that now? What do we do with the now? What happens
We
now?
we encourage parents to be better. We encourage them to go get the help that they need. If you don't feel like you're strong enough to be that a parent, then you need to reach out to some of your family members and figure out an action plan and get it in order. Because we don't need nobody abusing children. You know what I'm saying? And that's mentally, physically, or anything. Nobody deserves that. Everybody deserves to live a decent, happy life without being violated and traumatized.
Yeah. And if you are with someone who struggles with that and not knowing how to cope or not knowing when to draw the line, what do you do as a partner, right? For me, that is my only thing to sip. Um, you got justice for Sam, absolutely, but you sat there as I did too, and we just need to do better. We just need to do better for love's sake, and the children are being hurt as a result of it. And I just pray for everybody involved, and I hope that Sam can find peace after this, and maybe she'll stay true to her words and stay away from him until she gets the help that she needs, because she needs it.
Thank you, TJ, for that. Yep, she needs help for real. Yeah, just she says that this is actress and acting, and y'all have never saw me do no skit where I'm going in there and I'm going in on my kids, and I won't do that. If you're looking for that type of content, you're just not gonna get it here, and I love it.
Right.
Okay.
And and that's another thing for Kat, right? You're a mother, and you're saying your reasoning on why you wanted SIP. Even her reasoning on why she wanted SIP to release the call was in protection of her home and our household. But did you stop to consider Sam either? It wasn't brought up to say, hey, let's do awareness. Let's talk about it. It was I got you. Since you want to cause chaos, now I'm going to cause chaos. And you just threw the baby out there. We just need to do better and, draw the line where content is. Jag says she's an advocate. She advocates for children and SA victims. And, she does that. But we could see on this phone call, she wasn't advocating. She didn't show any empathy or compassion towards her son and experiences that he had. Now, I do know that sometimes, when it is trouble between families and all of that, and you have one side of the family saying, "Oh, do you remember this?" And you have the other side saying this isn't true. But at the end of the day, what really matters are the children. And you felt as though that you wanted to protect your home and your old man and the rumors and dispel the rumors, but you didn't have to do it at Sam's expense. That could have been a whole nother segment without the mess, because the message didn't even get out, right? Because it's included with exposing her on PFF and why she can't do this and why she can't do that. Let the outrage be loud. Let it be loud and not be a lick.
Yeah. Um, Miss Judy says, is she forgetting her past actions? Did you address that already?
Oh, my past actions, I've been fully aware of my past actions. That's why I can sit here and have this conversation, because I went through it and I experienced it myself and I learned the lessons in it. That's about change. That's what change is about. That's what taking those L's about, is that, hey, I learned from those mistakes and let's move on. Let's move forward. What can we do? Because at that time, it wasn't right. Regardless to how I felt about it, I still participated in it, but I learned my lesson. So what's next? I can't stay where I was. I've acknowledged it. I've taken accountability for it. I asked God for forgiveness and my children. And that's it. That's it. So what do you do now?
I feel like
Because that was 9 months ago. That was
Yeah.
9 months ago. And before issues with Jag inserting herself and speaking the truth on what my children experienced and what I experienced, there were issues that were in that relationship that no one knows about, that I sat silent about. It just, the difference is that by it being in the forefront and being exposed, it helped me accountable in a way that I needed to be. To show up for myself and to show up for my children differently. And when I have grandchildren, to show them a different way and a different path, because it does go back to the abuse that I suffered myself as a child and not having those tools to get through, and what I thought love was and what I accepted and what I thought that was right.
So you pretty much taking accountability. And I think that's what we wanted from Jaguar today, is just to take accountability and, move around. But I'm like Ms. Mojo said, I don't care how the video got out. I'm glad that we were able to see what was really going on. And it's, people can smile on your face and you just really don't know people. And stop letting everybody around your kids. You cannot
Period.
because listen here, they can be so evil and conniving and be mad at you and take it out on one of your kids. And we already know how that goes, just kids, they are vulnerable, and when they're kids, they don't feel like that they can stand up for themselves, and if they say something, who's gonna believe them? And just, you know what I'm saying? It just, so we got to definitely move different going forward.
Oh, I
Uh,
got
Hey,
Absolutely.
Tulsa.
hey, baby, how are
Hey,
you?
TJ. I'm fine. How you doing?
Hi.
First of all, I wanted to come up here and apologize for my actions this morning. I was upset. That's not who I am, and I did it on your panel, so I wanted to come up here and apologize for that. So I apologize, Queen Tulsa, for that. TJ, I would also like to apologize to you, because in the past I said some pretty egregious things, and you know what I mean? I apologize for it, and I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me for that. You don't have to, but I just wanted to tell you that.
Absolutely. That's what I do. I appreciate the apology. That means that I have shown some growth, and I appreciate that you acknowledge that. And that's what life is about, trial and
Yeah.
errors and forgiveness and moving on. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I wanted to tell you this. Don't let anybody anywhere make you feel like anything less than what you know that you are. There's purpose on your life, and there's a promise that God promised to you. You know what that is. God knows what that is. And your steps are already ordered by the Lord. I love you, TJ.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh, thank you.
And she feels like she's like a younger generation. We definitely need that.
Sure enough. And fuck
Thank
Jaguar
you.
Wright. I love y'all.
All
Period.
right.
Say it again. Say it again.
Fuck Jaguar Wright.
And breaking action.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, Miss Beautiful, how are you?
I am great. I'm sorry. I dropped down because I was in bed. I had to move to another room. I didn't want to wake anybody up. It seemed like,
Oh,
yeah, TJ, I didn't want to offend you. I'm just curious. I was just very curious about why is, you know, as a mother, I'm a lion. So it's like if someone's, I don't care who it is, like my husband adopted my two children and we have four others. And I'll be damned if I let him, you know, say anything about my kids. So that's why I didn't understand why you would, even the Kevon Davenport, none of that, we should not, I should not even know that boy's name. Like none of that should have happened. That's why I was just, and you was taking it back to Naisha. Whatever happened between you and Naisha, I am very sorry for the both of you. I'm glad that you're apart. I'm glad you're moving on. I'm glad you're happy. But let that lady be. I don't know nothing about her. I'm curious about how you can allow her to drag your kids. It seemed like she just went after one after the other, and she didn't stop at the baby girl, which is your daughter. So that's what I was wondering about. And you know, I don't care about Naisha. Can you just say what was going through your head when she was saying that? I know Jag is probably something in person. I don't mean that she look good. I mean like she's probably very, how can I put this? Overwhelming. And you seem like you're kind of standoffish and shy. But what was going through your head when that was happening?
Um, honestly, and I didn't take offense to it. I honestly wanted to have the conversation with you. That's why I said don't drop down. Honestly, at that moment when all of that was coming to light, you know, you don't want me to talk about Naisha, but that is part of my experience. I
Can
felt
you just not?
overwhelmed. Honestly, huh?
I said, can you just not stay on Naisha too long? Because I've got
Well, no, no,
a
no, no. Hold on. Let me say this. And I get a lot of flack because I speak about it, and Naisha's allowed to speak her experience. She's allowed to speak her truth. She's allowed to do that. So why am I not allowed to do so? Because I chose to be in a relationship with Jag.
No, like I said, I don't know anything about Naisha. I told you I haven't watched the show, but I know her show was
Right.
started after y'all started dragging her. So I don't, did she have another channel that was taken down or something? Because like I said, I'm getting all of this, been watching for 6 months. So
Okay,
I'm
so
sure.
let me I'm gonna give you a little piece of it real quick. The things that happened behind scene in regards to Naisha, was it done publicly? No. Okay. Once Naisha got into Danny chat and she started talking about it, that's what made it public, right? At that time, what I was thinking, I was embarrassed, I was ashamed, in regards to Naisha even bringing it. Now, when Jag did what she did, it may be a warped way of thinking. I was like, at least someone is defending me. As crazy as it may sound,
No, I can
I was
understand.
like, she's defending my honor. You get what I'm saying? Because what I did experience in that 11-year relationship, and being a SA survivor as a young child myself, to finally have someone to go to bat for you, to finally have someone believe you, to finally have someone say, you know what, I got this, don't worry about it. And that's what I felt at that moment when she was quote unquote defending my honor.
You have your protector. I can understand that. That's why every woman gets married, to have a protector. So I can completely understand that. I really can. I can understand that. I can
Okay.
understand.
Did I answer your question?
You did. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And, I have one other question. Now,
Okay.
you're like you from like you're getting what I'm calling the Jag effect because she turned on
Right.
you like a hyena for me. How did you feel about that? Because I honestly think that you really did love her.
I did. I did. I was hurt behind it because here it is that when we jumped in this relationship, it's like I'm rocking with you. It don't matter. In a sense, I burnt out my past life. That didn't matter. When I was told to leave you outside, when I was told to abandon you, when I was told to walk away from you, I didn't do those things. And here it is, you're turning against me. It I felt so betrayed and lost because I did just want someone to accept me for who I was and love me and see what I have done to prove that I loved you. And that wasn't given to me in return. And that's why I started those days of counting to get back to Ty, right? From TJ to Ty, because I've always entered relationships where pick me, love me, choose me. And I just felt like, dang, I'm not worthy. I don't deserve love. I don't deserve commitment. I don't deserve those things.
That probably stems from your abuse as a child, and I'm very sorry that happened to you. But I am glad to see that you're growing. I am sorry that you got the Jag effect, but I'm glad that she finally got off of you and she's got someone. She's got a worthy opponent now. Jag is about to be ran off. She takes pride in that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, karma has been served. Absolutely. And now I look at it because I try to find the good in everything that I've been through, and it brought me back to the new me, right? So I'm learning new things about myself. I'm healing that inner child in me. So I'm glad that the Jet effect is over for me, and Sip dig into her ass. That's all for real.
So what's your next, like, what are your plans? What's your next step? What do you want to do? What does Kai want to do? Have you thought about it, or do you just want to take the time to find yourself? Because that's okay too. That's probably what you need to do.
Miss Beautiful, I've been trying to get her to do some content, and she been over there playing.
Give us content, Ty.
Honestly, I'm trying. I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know because for so long I've lived my life for everybody else, and I'm really trying to find my way on what it is that I want to do. I do want the van life. I just want to be happy, and I don't know what that looks like. I don't even know what peace look like. I don't even know what to do with that. But everybody's like, just get online and just be you, and maybe you'll find your way. You'll find your niche.
Oh, I
Well,
was
you
like
have to
that,
think
TJ.
about it. You have to be a little bit more than you and try new things and do new things. You have to do everything and anything you ever thought about. And some things that people suggest, because being you, look at where it got you. And that's not just for you. That's not a dig. That's for all of us. We forgot that it takes a village to raise a child. But remember, we're all someone's children. We're all still growing. So there are other people's experiences that you may not have thought about. So as far as van life, what do you have to also have a plan with that, because you can't just go get in a van and then be in a van. That's homeless. So you have to, like, say you want to do van life. You should be like, okay, I'm gonna try. You like mukbang. I'm gonna go to every state and try every restaurant or all the nasty, crazy food. Something like that. Combine your stuff. I saw a couple of your shows. They're not bad. It's just you really don't have the content to keep anything other than your core people going. Because someone like me coming in, I'm like, okay, either get your dragon jag or tell me something interesting. So I think that like you can start like doing things. Go camping. That's van life, girl. And
Okay.
that's like think about it. A weekend
Okay.
camp for you
I'm
could be
taking
like
advice.
20 different shows. And just
Oh,
keep
you can
asking.
do like a road trip, TJ. That'll be cool too.
Yeah.
You could do like a road trip, and you can like do it in a vlog style. You know what I mean? And then you can
Hmm.
set up a mukbang and then do the live stream. That'll be
You
cool.
and King, take your cat.
Yeah.
And that's a cute little
Ah.
And so your
Okay.
video kind of go up, and your live hours will go up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
take your cat to the
Yeah.
park and then just that could be like a whole day just seeing what King does.
Yeah,
Mm.
or even like
Animals.
or even like when you get on up there, you get your RV, and you don't even have to have an RV to park in an RV park, right?
No, you don't. You can park a
Right.
car there. You can park a tent. You can do tent in the RV park.
Yeah, camping.
Oh, TJ,
Hmm.
look up BLM land. That's 3 places where you can go camp at.
Oh, I've been there. It's pretty cool. It's really cool,
Yeah.
actually.
What is it called?
BLM.
BLM land.
BLM land. Okay.
Yeah.
That was actually my first camping trip. Actually,
You're in Texas, correct?
Yes.
Are you planning on staying there?
Uh, yes, yes. I do want this to be my foundation, but I do want to travel. I just want to travel. I don't want to keep running. Like I don't want to keep
No.
running. I have a habit of running.
Understandable. Well, my advice on that is this: just get a plot of land, stick a trailer on it. That way, when you're gone, the
Okay.
land is there, and you can pay
Yeah,
on it. So,
leave it to the little ones. Well, they not so little now, but
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
but
And I
how do
Thank
y'all feel
y'all.
about this?
I have some ideas now.
Okay, so peep this out.
yeah.
How do y'all feel about meeting up to watch maybe like a Lifetime movie like on the weekends or like at nighttime if y'all can't sleep or go to work? That's the idea that I wanted to throw out. TJ, what were you gonna say, honey?
I'm down with that because there's a lot of movies I have not seen. Okay, a
Mhm.
lot. So I'm
I want
I'm
to do
down
like
to watch
girly
movies.
things. Like
I am
how?
totally down with that, Queen Tosa, because I tell you, your panel was so welcoming. This is the second panel I've been on. The
Yes.
first, of course, was the drag jag, and there was just so much animosity. You come in like a pit bull, just ready to fight, and here,
Yeah.
just ladies having a conversation. So you have such a welcoming environment. I just wanted to let you know that.
Oh, thank you so much. And listen here, you all did it with the
Shout out to
likes,
you,
the
Queen.
shares, the subscribes, the donations. We have an atmosphere that's very relaxing. And anytime I think of anytime we upgrade or anything, I put you all first. What would you all like to see? We got us some nice chill music, a nice background. Nobody's going at each other, you know?
Hmm. Nice.
And it's love. I mean, no matter where we are in life, we all got our own stuff. I just want to love and I want to stand up for what's right, you know,
Right.
and encourage my brothers and sisters in any way that I can. Like I tell Ty, you know, I'm willing to partner up with you, do some content with you on your channel and stuff, so you can do your thing because I want everybody to win, you know?
Amen.
Do y'all have a channel? Everybody up here got a channel?
Yes,
I
I
don't.
do.
I don't.
Shout y'all channel or whatever
I am the
social
Nate
medias that y'all
experience
want to
on you. Oh, go ahead.
whatever y'all want to do. Go ahead, boo.
I am the Nate experience on YouTube. Yeah. Just type that in and there I am. Subscribe. If
And
you
I don't
would.
Yes,
have it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nene. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Mhm.
we
Oh, I
came
was just
together
gonna
for
say,
the sake of the kids. Amen. I'm sorry, girl. Go on ahead. I'm sorry.
no, break it. This is just like talking to sisters, like really just old friends talking. people. Now,
I feel like I'm talking to my auntie.
exactly, I'm talking to my sisters. This was cool. And it's helping because each one teach one. But
That's
I
what
don't
I
have any
said.
secrets, but I'm just, it is great to meet you ladies, and hopefully we can become friends.
Yes, yes, yes. And let me say this,
Mhm.
beautiful. You went in on
Yes.
get it off your
Oh,
chest, lady. Now
thank you.
you went the
I'm
hell
really
in, goddamn it.
happy.
I was roasting her ass, but you started up and it got to a point I had to be the fuck quiet. Cause you went in, honey. I was speechless. You hear me?
Imagine like
Where
going
you
from
from? Where you
life
from?
to I'm from Indiana.
Yes, sir. I heard
From
you.
the
I heard
Midwest.
all of that.
Yeah.
You from
It's
Gary,
like,
ain't
oh no. I'm from the country. I'm from Avon.
you? Oh, okay.
But
I
it's
thought
not.
I
It's
heard Lil
not.
Gary.
But
I was
I've
like,
been to
girl.
Gary. No, I've been to Gary a few times. But it's
Yeah.
like I couldn't imagine watching all this in 6 months and seeing everything that she's done in 6 months.
Same.
You like,
Yeah.
it's like that's just insane. And to see where she is now and what she continues to do, and to hear her
Yeah.
talk to her son, it was over after that.
Shit.
She just
You
sits
didn't
there
even
and
hear the phone
browbeats like
call
that.
on Get It Off Your Chest.
Oh,
You
you
was
right.
all
No.
on it
I
then.
had no. What she did was Sean Davy Way played something on his coffee, and then she played a snippet of
It's
another
another
phone
one?
call. It's another one on her live, which is basically the same kind of call.
I gotta go research that because I
Yes,
didn't know that.
yes. When she was trying to debunk, she said that Sean Davy Way used, and Tulsa, it's okay to say names, right? As long as it's
Oh yeah,
not
we ain't
negative.
tripping on that. Yeah,
Okay.
everybody is cool. Go follow him. Tell everybody
Okay.
go follow him.
Yes, please go check out SWB, his coffee, and his Facebook. He and the official King Kane, they are the funniest people on this planet. Please do like, share, subscribe. Oh, but yes, she was trying to debunk him, and she said that he used the AI voice, and then she called Sam, and it was basically the same call. And to hear the things that she has said about other people's children, every other
Yeah.
word out of her, and what she says about the disabled. And I have a transgender child. You're not about to sit there and gay bash, and that's all she does.
She be
It
going
makes
too
it
far. The
too far.
kid thing, like after what she did concerning TJ's kids, I was over it. And I think honestly, the majority of my negative vibes or feelings or whatever towards TJ came from the fact that I wanted her to like stand up, you know,
Me too.
and
Me
not
too.
so much hating TJ as a person. Is just like this lady is literally going in on your kids. Like I don't give a fuck about Naisha. I mean, I ain't got no problem with her, but like the
Right.
kids, you know what I mean?
Right. But now after talking to TJ, I understand
Yes,
what was
yes.
going on at that point. Because think about it, she was going through stuff with Naisha, and then she's going
That's
through this
why.
shit with Fred, and she just kind of like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I look at TJ, please don't be offended, but I look at you like a deadbeat baby daddy. Where you like, you there for the kids, I done my part,
She like shit, fuck it. And that is not the fuck okay. Let me just go on record and say that.
Yeah, it's
But
like,
still,
that's how I look at
You
you
know
like,
what? I'm not. I am the parent. I am the mama. When the mama turned the parents against the kids.
yeah, it's like, I've done my part, you take these motherfuckers now.
I'm
That's
not
how I
doing this
look
with
at you.
y'all
But
at
I
all.
do feel like if they did what
I'm
they're
done.
you and Bree have an amazing relationship. Like you and your daughter Bree have beautiful, by the way. Bree is absolutely beautiful, well spoken, and
Yes,
intelligent.
shout out to Bree.
Thank you.
Wherever you at, baby
Yes,
girl.
very good job.
Love
Shout
you.
Thank
out,
you.
yes, and Bree is beautiful,
Thank
great
you.
job. Yeah, you did a great job on Bree, and I don't like know anything about the other ones other than the talking. I did not take it upon myself to go Google, look, or anything.
Yeah,
Because
that's just
that was
weird
just out
in
of line.
people's business like that.
I know, but what I will say is this. I will say this. I am kind of glad about the T-Bond Davenport because I like Danny, and Danny did say that he's still doing his thing. So I am kind of glad about that because that makes you aware of a predator. That to me, that's no different than looking up the sexual predators list, which I did before we bought our house. That's the first thing I looked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, now I
Maybe.
do have a question, ladies. So, what do y'all think is about to happen between Jag, Cat, and Tip? Because in my opinion, Jag has met her match. That's why she's not really like
I don't know.
anybody else. Could have been live and live and live, but everything she says is the same stuff now. Or it's gonna be live. Like I believe a lot of the things she said about TJ were lies because she just comes out of the hat with stuff, and it's always something about being a predator. That is.
And you know what? The craziest shit, TJ. Like when she was with you, like, and she would say, or y'all was breaking up rather, and she would say certain shit. I'd be like, that's a lie. But then I had to like remember that I was supposed to be mad at you, bitch. But I was like, damn, like bitch, I don't like what she did to her, but shit, you know? That shit pissed me off.
I'm like
You
a
gonna be
Sour
some
Patch
bitch.
Kid.
You put me through it. Pain and suffering, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, Nene. And you know what? My life and my turnaround is going to be the biggest reward. Okay,
The
I
turnaround
became
at
the
this
Sour
point is
Patch
big.
Kid.
I love where you at now, nigga. Don't discredit yourself.
Thank you.
You doing the
Thank
goddamn
you.
thing, TJ.
Different person.
Look, Mojo Loving Life says Ty couldn't even think for days after she got far away from her.
I couldn't. Months, okay? Months. And I'm still struggling, okay? Because she still was harassing me behind the scenes. Still.
Oh God. And you funny as fuck, TJ.
Still.
I like how you turned your call around too. That bumpy call.
No,
I ain't gonna
because
lie.
I had enough.
When I first started listening to the video, I was like, oh shit, she finna humiliate TJ. Baby, it got to like 2 minutes. I said, wait a minute. TJ, she cranking up, man. She said, not today, bitch. Shout out to you, Sean.
Definitely.
Thank you. I had enough, and baby was like, okay, so when you gonna stand up and you be on my neck, show the world who you really are, put that bitch in her place. And I was like, I need to, and I'm gonna put you in the place with the truth. And if it did humiliate myself, it's still true, and you still Bumpy Johnson to this day, and it ain't gonna change.
Baby, don't worry, Melanie ain't gonna let her forget.
That is going nowhere. Shout out to this Melanie Jones.
Melanie ain't gonna let her forget. Shout out to Melanie Jones.
And we're forgetting, Tosa, you're a Jag survivor also.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk.
Absolutely.
And I've seen, like, from today, like I said, I just joined, but I started watching. Like, you had Ayasha talking to Ayasha. They're trying to get back with you because they are running out of people to go to. Don't do it, sister.
That's what I
What's
said.
up?
Yep.
Do we have
Don't
to have
fall
an
for it, Tosa.
intervention? Don't do it. Please don't do it.
Please don't
Do
fall
not
for that.
do it.
And I was
And
like, getting a little scared this morning too. I was like, damn, is Tosa, trying to be Mod Squad again? That's weird.
Tosa
Jag
jumped
is
up just like a hot
said some
cake.
crazy shit about the trans community.
Oh, that's too much. Oh, I hate to even bring this person up because, like Danny said, if she says things 3 times, it's going to appear. But, Devin, I think it's very sad that take a look at the Mod Squad, what it's become. Like, really take a look at what it's actually become as the Special Olympics. And I say that only because I would never talk crap about handicapped people. But Devin does too much. I remember I was on the live that he was cussing people out at, calling everybody being told his fist up, saying what he was doing. And
Let me tell you something. I'm not going to hell
He
with
has
you
a
now.
big personality, child.
Wait a minute. Devin was cussing people out. I know you
Yes.
lying.
He said, come on.
No.
Come on. I said, oh, I'm going to hell now. I'm on the way.
oh,
We need an intervention for Devin, okay? Because Devin gonna be next. Devin is going to be next.
No,
Oh my
Ayasha
God.
gonna be next.
call Trump and take
Ayasha
somebody
gonna
over there and
be
take
next.
the
She talking
band
too
up out
much.
of there.
She
Oh,
talking
Ayasha's
too much.
definitely gonna. She's gonna be no. Ayasha, but she's like ride or die. She drinks the Kool-Aid. Like she really, no matter what Jag does, she will find an excuse for it. Jag is gonna keep her around because in the end, Jag needs that. She needs
But-
someone that's always there.
But clock this
Ayasha's
T.
going nowhere.
Clock this T though. Goomba was loyal like that too.
But Jag, like different.
And she
Goomba-
sabotaged that.
But
Ayasha
Goomba
ain't
left
say-
her. Goomba left her, or Dad wanted Goomba back, remember?
I'm just saying he's not around anymore. So,
Only
and believe
reason
it or
is
not,
because he doesn't want to.
go ahead. Believe it
Oh, I
or
was
not,
just gonna say, I'm sorry.
believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? Even though I had my exchange with Ayasha this morning, you know what I mean? I feel like she's starting to wake up because I don't know if y'all are aware of the whole email thing that led to, the whole debacle with Kat and that lady. I don't know if y'all know. But when we were on BS Icons panel looking at the Jaguar Wright interview, somebody came on the panel and asked Ayasha if 200 emails came through, why didn't Jag show her one? And you could see in Ayasha's face, because by this point Ayasha had cammed up because she was feeling herself. So you could see in Ayasha's face that she was starting to second guess stuff and look into stuff and be like, some shit ain't right, So I really, in talking to Ayasha this morning, I really wanted to keep that momentum going to see where it was going, but her defense got to me, and I don't like feeling disrespected by the slow. I'm sorry. You ain't gonna be slow and disrespect me, ho. You know what I mean? And so that's what led to me, flipping out on her. But I feel like she gonna be next because she's, peeping the bullshit, in my opinion. But at large, she gotta play her role. So she gonna be over there for now.
Well, it's gonna take Ayasha a little bit longer because it's different having a friendship and an intimate relationship with someone and being around them daily. She's only inserting in Ayasha's life is when Ayasha pick up the phone. So it's gonna take her a little longer. That's all.
Yeah, he's coming though.
Well, I believe that anytime that someone will leave their kids alone to fly to do someone's hair, it's gonna take a while. She drank the Kool-Aid. She'll be. She's like, it's gonna take her a while. It's gonna have to take a lot. It's gonna take a lot, I think, for Ayasha and for Kai, whom should not be. What kind of an adult hangs out with their kids?
Wait a minute. I mean, I'm not defending Kai, but I will say this: I haven't seen Kai on their panel in a long time.
No, I'm not saying anything bad about Kai. I'm saying something bad about them.
About who?
Yeah.
All the people on the panel.
Yeah.
Kai seems like he's a good Christian young man.
Yeah, and it seems like he backed in a way to me.
Yeah, I hope
because ever since this shit got out of hand, he ain't been on the panel, y'all.
Well, Kai is a baby too. He's 18, so he's still growing and developing. Yeah.
That's the issue.
This nigga stayed on the panel every day. I started wondering, was he in school?
Well, the issue that's I just don't understand. But that's I can't
you don't want to hit the
hanging out with my 18-year-old daughter on a panel and the things that they say. Dad said that Kimmy was talking sexual, but it's always her. There's something overtly sexual around this young man, and it's just really scary because it's like, how do you feel so comfortable being around this child? And any young man that she's been around has been a pretty bad track record from what I'm getting with Solar, and then there's this Wisdom, a lady named Wisdom that was with WCW. Dad basically tried to kidnap her child and told her to drug the lady, which Dad admitted to.
I think Jag admitted to that on the interview.
Yeah, I know, I heard it. Oh, and TJ, how do you feel about Jag saying that she put the hoodoo on you, girl? Like, she says that about everybody.
She put a switch in you too, girl.
Yeah, she put a switch in you. How do you feel about that?
How you feel?
TJ, are you there? All right, Nene, we're talking to you.
Can you hear me?
Huh?
Now we can.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, you good.
Oh, okay. I was saying that hopefully when April comes, they sit her down because she needs some help. She needs some mental help, and I think it's deep rooted because it's always in your windows about something sexual, and it's like now it's like, were you touched?
Definitely,
because you're projecting that everywhere.
That shit crazy. I mean, but I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Shit, I don't know.
I believe that Jag was sexually assaulted as a child, as a child. I think that she over exaggerates the amount of it? Do I believe that she was kidnapped, held for 4 days, and then jumped out of a window, burned with cigarettes, had poop in her mouth, and all this other stuff? No, I don't. I do not believe any of that. But I
don't
do
know.
believe something happened. I would.
Here's my official goddamn statement. I don't know, and I don't want to victim shame nobody, even if I don't like your ass. That's it.
I care with Jag. There's no middle ground with me. That lady does too much. Oh my. Okay, so another child. Jag, I saw OKP's live. I believe it was yesterday. Jag was on a bus. And then
With them white kids?
Yes, and
No offense.
who was that came up that's paraplegic? And Jag was talking crap about her, and then
Danny?
had the child. Yeah, Danny Lynn for the win. Yes, Danny Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
Came up, Jag talking crap, and then had the child talking crap. Where was the mother at during all this?
Exactly. And like that's I don't know. This is
And-
just weird.
And
She's
why was
spiraling.
Jag on the mobility scooter?
She
was on
is
the mobility
spiraling. She is
Definitely.
spiraling.
With oh my gosh, with that hair, with that TJ. Now I've heard you say that Jag's hair was soft, but let's be honest, they can't be that soft on top of the head. I'm giving you a moment.
No, now I'm learning it was just a manipulation tactic. Can you hear me? It is a form of manipulation. When I've learned that what an energy vampire does, or a narcissist, or it's someone who conforms to make you think that they're being away. So that wasn't who she really was. I think it was just in the moments that she tried to pretend to be that way to control me. Absolutely.
Definitely. Someone said that Jag was like a level 3 narcissist, and that is so rare that they need to do more studies about it. And I believe I heard that on one of OKP's.
She's a malignant narcissist.
Right, a malignant narcissist. How insane is that? But look at what she's doing every day of her life. Like, and it's all played out on the internet.
Exactly.
How can you get offended that we're offended that you're doing things that offend us when you're putting it online for us to see? Now, given you don't have to watch it, but it's like a train wreck. You can't help yourself.
Right. It's like you almost can't look away.
And when you have so much time invested in something, you want to see it played out.
Yeah, then when you protecting a hard-headed nigga like TJ, you gotta watch to make sure don't shit happen.
Right.
Don't do me, Nay.
You can't subscribe because then you look like you fuck with her, but you can't look away because something happened to you.
You have to see it play out. And TJ, I really do.
And for the record, TJ, I am subscribed.
I'm going to. I don't know how I felt about
subscribe.
Well, thank you.
I'm back, bitch.
You have been very open and honest, and it has to be hard for you being grown up.
You back. Okay, and I'm going to unblock you, Nay.
Yes, do that, because that wasn't right. I was just mad. I was just frustrated.
All right. You're entitled, okay?
How did it feel when you were just thrown to the wolves like you were?
Huh?
TJ, how did it feel when you were just thrown to the wolves like you were? Because you have stated you did not want to come online. And what made you say, fuck it?
How did I feel? Because I'm here now. Okay, so it's like make the best of a situation. I'm here. God has a way of doing things. So if this is where I'm supposed to be, let me take it and embrace it. But being thrown to the wolves, I was blindsided. I really felt defeated. I honestly felt defeated. And it was like, I don't know what to do. And I'm going to lay here until I decide to get up.
I can understand that.
I felt discarded. I really felt discarded. Like, no one around me respected how I felt. Nobody. Wow. So now I'm here.
How did that happen to you, TJ?
but you made the best of it. That's good.
Thank you.
And also,
Thank you.
there was one other thing. Okay, now be honest. How abusive and be like it's just the topic. This goes nowhere but between us. Is it really true about the bumps, the bag, the smell, and how abusive was she?
Yes. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. And that's why you haven't heard her say that she's going to sue me for defamation. It's true.
That is true.
It's true.
Wow. And be honest. Now I know you said that she didn't do cocaine, but Jack had to be on something other than a CBD.
No, honestly, it was the weed and the whiskey. I think maybe that's part of the reason why she wanted to separate, because I was too boring. Maybe you get what I'm saying. But that's all she ever done around me.
Okay, but I have a question. I have a question.
I'm listening.
So when Jag leaked the short or whatever, or I guess the evaluation that was supposed to, validate or vindicate her for, the whole coke allegation or whatever. When she, got you to explain it or whatever, and she was like, have you ever seen me do it? You was like, no, because I would have, asked for some. Like, what were you referring to? Weed?
Oh, I would have asked to do a line, right? You're a rock star. And that's in the beginning when I met her, I said, everybody say that you do drugs and you're a rock star. So where's that? Let's do a line. Let's party. Let's turn up. And then you also hear me say, that shit dumb anyway. And you heard her speak over it like that's not the point. I would have done it. I ain't even gonna hold you. If we partying, if that's what she was doing, I probably would have.
I love you, sister, but I ain't doing no coke now, bitch. But I love you though.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Eat bullshit.
Hey, but I'm just saying, I'm not gonna.
But no, I ain't shaming.
And that's fine. But if that's what you're doing, right? I kept saying you're a rock star.
Right.
Yeah, you're a rock star. You're a rock star. Where's that? And then I was like, that stuff is dumb. Yeah, it's dumb anyway. And she was like, that's besides the point. You didn't. Right, like
somebody got.
But she never did. You get what I'm saying? She never popped a Molly. Probably me, because the space I'm in. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
A little bit better, yeah. You good.
Okay. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody is saying that you're a party and you're a rock star, but we struggling.
Right. And that's another thing. How did
Yeah.
How did she fill you in? Like, did you see her be homeless online from hotel to hotel? I mean, how did... Oh, you said you didn't watch her. That's right. You didn't watch before. So, okay, curious. I know
at that time when all of that stuff was going on, I was burying my family.
I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for your loss. So when you found out she was broke, penniless, and homeless, what were you thinking?
Oh, that's a good question.
I've been hookly bamboozled. Okay.
You lied to me.
Because even before I came to Dallas, I was paying for her the week before I even came to Dallas, right? So, but when I got with her in person and I seen that how she does not handle relationships, even when she got gigs, how she didn't show up and all those things, I'm like, you're not who you portrayed yourself to be. You were online begging for people to get you out of jail to do absolutely nothing with your life.
That was hard. And I want my $50 too, bitch, because I gave it on the goddamn GoFundMe, hoe. I want my money, hoe.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Okay. TJ, thank you. And these are so many questions I have, and I know it. And thank you so much for being so honest and open. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to you, TJ, for transparency.
Yes, definitely. And
not many people could do it.
Ty's Journey, like, subscribe, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and donate to Queen Tosa. Thank you, Tosa, for letting us do this, lady. Yay! Okay, so
Yay.
TJ,
shout out to Tosa.
I saw, who was it? It's in one of Danny's lives I had watched. I can't remember because everything is, all this stuff is fresh, but it's old and it's jumbled in my head. But she said she didn't let you eat. What the heck was that about when she's so big? Girl, she didn't let you eat. She got mad because you ate.
Yes. Okay, so people would donate to us, right? Because everybody knows I love a cheesesteak and a Coke. And people would send cash apps and say, get TJ a cheesesteak, or TJ get a Coke, TJ get some cheesecake, or anything like that. And she would be mad. She would be like, you're trying to steal my life. You're trying to dim my light. This support is for me. And I'm like, it say us. It says TJ and Jag. You know what I mean? They want us to eat. I don't understand what the problem is. And she began to be jealous because people was taking a liking to me. So I was just like, well, it's your money. You are the star. You know, you are the star. This is your money. Then that's fine. If you don't want me to eat, I won't eat. You know? That's how I looked at it.
Your money, just as an FYI. It's yours, not hers. People were probably sick of her by then. And I always, like, going back, looking at those things, I didn't actually see it when you guys were together, so I'm watching it from the back. And I'm like, oh my God, run, lady. Like, there have been times I'm like, get away from her. I'm yelling at my phone, like, run. Because she just started jagging out on you for no good reason if you didn't say, okay, also, there are a couple of times I felt like you lied for her. And I feel like...
What you say?
I gotta tell you something.
Oh, go for it, Nene. I'm just taking up all the time, honey. Go for it.
Oh,
can you hear?
TJ, you can hear me now?
I can hear you both.
TJ.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
All right.
I'm here.
So,
I'm here now.
So don't be mad at me, okay?
Yes.
I'm about to take you back. You remember Messy Medusa's panel?
Oh my God, Nay!
Do you remember y'all first fight? Huh?
Vaguely. Okay, vaguely.
Okay, so
Take me back. Take me back. Take me back, Nay.
Expose myself, goddamn. You ready?
Yeah.
Bitch, I am Nyland Smith.
I don't know about this.
Really?
Can you elaborate a little bit more?
Really?
Yeah.
That's you? Nay! Oh my God!
And another thing, girl. I didn't know y'all was at Tawana house. I seen somebody else in the chat said it, and I said it.
Oh my gosh, you gave me the balloon.
Girl, and Jag was so frazzled when I said Tawana. It was for Jag to be scared. I'm sorry, for you was a casualty poop. But shit, Jag was frazzled when she realized I knew that y'all was at Tawana house, even though I didn't know Tawana or her address.
Oh my God.
Yep, I did it. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all heard it here first.
You the one that got the water? Yay! Oh my! I don't know what to say about that. Kudos on that one. Kudos on that one.
Not all trolls are bad.
Exclusive.
Not all trolls are bad.
Oh.
I got you up out of there.
Oh.
This is y'all's. Y'all doing girl talk. I'm gonna chop it down in a minute.
Thank you. Did you hear what Nene said?
Nene said that she was the one that got them swatted, right?
Yeah,
Yo,
you just got an exclusive, girl.
I did not give no address because I didn't know no address. I seen somebody say Tawana name and I put it. That's all I know. I didn't call no police. Don't put that narrative out there because hell no.
Oh, okay. I thought you
No. Okay. So
okay.
no, Nayland Smith trolled us terribly. Okay.
Yeah.
And that day we was arguing on on Messy's channel. It started, oh my gosh, it started just
Ding dong.
chaos. And I was like, who is this Nyland
I guess
Smith? Like, oh
I
my
guess you can
gosh, like,
call
I
me the
want to fight
ringmaster.
you.
I guess I'm the true ringmaster, bitch. You do what I say.
Oh my
fuck you
God, I
talking
wanted
to.
to fight. I said,
Bitch.
bitch.
Tell Queen Tulsa, come do it. Come do a duet with me. Come on. Fuck you talking to.
Oh my God.
No,
That day in that chat.
the wood pussy is the best. Wood pussy.
I can't do it like Kiara and that you did it. That shit is
Wood
funny.
pussy.
That shit is funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, girl. But I'm definitely not the swatter.
Oh my
I'm saying
God.
it again. I am not the swatter. I am not the swatter. I am not the swatter. I don't even
But
know
there
the
was-
police.
But I know,
God damn it, because
I know exactly.
Jag will put that out there, honey, and she come for me. I am not a YouTube bitch. I kill you for real. Oh, I can't say that. My bad. I will pow you for real. Love you. Amen.
Nay, but I know you were trolling us big when we were arguing on that messy show, okay? And it was you, and it was another one. What is her name?
That's my sister.
Her name?
Yep, her name. I think what was her name on there? Fuck, I can't think of it
Oh my
right now.
God.
But when I think of it, matter of fact, I'm gonna text her and make her text it to me.
But you know exactly who I'm talking about, though.
We was together, child. Cause after y'all left the panel, we was like,
You know, is that day when we was arguing?
Yep.
Yeah, we argued for 6 hours that day on that line. It was
we was there from the
ridiculous.
beginning to the end.
And that's what made me start staying in the chat. Even Mojo was one of the first people to tell me to run TJ, run. That's all I would see in that chat was run TJ, run TJ, run TJ, run.
I bet you wish you would have listened now.
Oh, life has came full circle. Okay.
TJ, when you guys are done with that, I want you to do me a favor and take me to.
Can y'all hear me? It's this Wi-Fi.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
You good?
TJ, take us through 2 days with Jag. Number one.
Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can. Take us through a normal
okay, because this Wi-Fi is driving me crazy.
Take us through a day on Jag like manic. Did you hear me?
When she's manic?
Right. Take us through a 24
You said take us when she's manic?
Right. What would your typical day be like with
no sleep. No sleep. No sleep whatsoever. And she's online. That's the day that she's online for hours and hours. She does not bathe. She does not eat. She does not cook. She's not social. And it's just all day online, just trolling, yelling, screaming, and she doesn't allow you to sleep. You can't sleep around her on a manic day. It's just ridiculous. But on a manic day with alcohol, it is horrible. It's that personality when that militant one comes out. Basically, you need to drop down and do 10 push-ups, and she got you working out and eating spoonfuls of what is that stuff called? What is it called? That people buy. What is it? I can't remember what it was. But vinegar and all that stuff. She's in a health conscious way. She wants you to fold things a certain way. She wants you to breathe a certain way. She's calling you an idiot. She's yelling. She's screaming. She's being belittling. When she's manic and alcohol is involved, it is the worst. It is the worst feeling. You can't even listen to music. you can't do anything. And I'm like, okay, was this abuse kind of?
Yes.
Duh.
Yeah.
That's what I was
But
screaming at my
it
phone.
was
This is
horrible.
abuse.
It was horrible.
Sexual abuse, girl. And you know,
Yeah.
you can't see something when you're in it.
Yeah, it was
you have to
horrible.
be gone for a long time before you can actually see what's going on. But yes, that was mental abuse. Yes, it was. And have you ever heard her talk to Sam, like on the recording?
Yeah. Yeah. And then she would sit and tell all these stories. I would watch her go through different personalities, but to be honest, when I woke up and the Southern lady was there, that was the happiest day. That was the day that we had breakfast. That was the day we had dinner. That was the day that we laughed, and she was loving and she was kind. But on the days that I was woken up out of my sleep being yelled at, I knew it was going to be a day of hell. I just knew it was.
I did not mean to laugh at that because that's not funny, but all I could think of was you woke up to men.
Yeah. The Southern lady was nice. When on the days that you heard her call me Teach, they were the good days.
Okay,
Teach was the days of the good days. Yeah.
And now, other than Day Day, did she cheat on you with any other men? Because it's obvious this lady gets around.
Day was the only one, and that was because we were separated.
Sure, you had just left. You separated after Day Day. No, or did you? You left.
No. We
I think that's
separated
when she
twice.
first left, ain't it?
Me and Jay separated twice.
That's when you
No. The first time I left. No. The first time I left is when I went back to Tawanas. When I really left is when I went to Tawanas, and everybody helped me get back to Jag. And then the second time I left is when the trucker thing came out. Because at this time, I had found out about Day Day, and she was trying to send me on my way. So that's why she was like, the trucker story, I'll get you some money so you can leave. You get what I'm saying? And it didn't work. It didn't work. But I left Jag twice.
Okay. And honestly, it's kind of hard to leave and stay gone when you don't know anybody, you have nowhere to go, and you're in a city that you're unfamiliar with. So I can understand the leaving and the coming back.
Right. I felt trapped.
Now, since you've been gone and watching all this unfold,
and then I was just like, it's time.
What do you feel about all these Johnny Popcorns? The Sip was just another Johnny Popcorn.
She's a hoe.
Definitely.
She's a hoe.
She's back with Day Day
and I guess I was Johnny Popcorner.
She was Johnny Popcorner. No, you're doing you're a man.
Yes, that was.
Yes. Oh my.
I was a Johnny Popcorn. You know what? Now that I think about it, absolutely I was. Because before I came, and we didn't have any inappropriate conversations or anything like that until I got to Dallas, but she was in my pockets. You get what I'm saying? We spending money, we doing these things. You want to order $100 seafood bowls, and you want to stay in the Hilton, and you want to do those things. And once I was like, okay, let's be real, and this is how this is going to be. You had no value for me anymore.
He was testing the waters with all that to see how far you can go. And now, he may not have talked about you with this, but I think that it's true. What do you? Because look at the way she moves now. It's the reason I'm saying I think it's true. But Sip says she was basically just a pass around. That's why she likes, Miami. And then I thought about it. People, I was going to say, what do you think about that?
That is true. And I realized she was a pass around when she started telling me about all the people she dated, right? And listening to the men on the phone that were her friends, You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, I slept with the drummer here, and I slept with Jay-Z, and I slept with what's his name, Talib, and I slept with this person, and I slept with that person. Even though you're dropping out famous people, you're still a hoe. You know, and then when men would call that were her friends, and how she would respond to them, that let me know you got whole tendencies, right? And she said that I lined her up, or it was a lineup. Naisha and I lined her up, but you fucked me on the first night. So that's whole tendencies.
No, she said the same thing about Sid. Nobody believes that. She that's her go-to. Just like I'm surprised she didn't say you have schizophrenia. That's another go-to in the essay.
Yeah.
All those are go-to.
Oh, she did. You missed that part. You missed that part. You missed that part. She did.
She definitely did.
Yeah. Okay.
And I talk in my sleep.
Okay. Just making sure she did everything she did to Goomba, she did to me. Everything.
Everything she did, she doing the sip.
But she's getting her payback now.
He tagged her ass. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
It was like Sip didn't even want to fully tell stuff. It was like, give all the dirt. I want the dirt on Jag. Because realistically, anything about, like, she's still saying how she has all these recordings and eventually she'll put them out when she runs out of content with you. She's got all this stuff in your old phone. And I do believe she has that phone that eventually she's going to put it out because she's running out of content.
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to maintain her algorithm, which realistically, when I type in Jag, everybody comes up before her.
Right.
Everybody's making money off of her except for her. It's absolutely ridiculous, but deserved in her point. It is so deserved. She so deserves everything she's getting. I don't wish bad on anyone. I would prefer that she got some kind of mental health, but if she can't continue the way she's going, because eventually, what is Sam thinking looking back on all the things she's putting out? Now basically she's putting out porn, soft porn on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
How can that be legal and she not be canceled? And who wants to see that? TJ, how did you not grow up when you saw her naked? I'm just curious.
Right.
If you had on beer goggles or something, you had to.
Right.
She put a paper bag over her, and then she took it off her and said, "Paper, it's time to lick the coochie."
Something, because that she is. And she's trying to be a man. Have you guys noticed that? Where she does all this man stuff? What is that about? I'm not used to that. It's like,
she is. The only difference is that I didn't have the equipment to get her pregnant, because that would have been the thing too. She was pregnant by me too.
Yeah.
She is pregnant. That lady says she's pregnant now.
How is Jag? Me and Jag the same age.
She is with child, Norbit.
With child. Norbit. Who did that? Somebody, I think it was Danny or somebody that had a skit like that. It was hilarious.
Hold on.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. He has the audacity to talk so much crap about so many people, and it's like, why and how? Does she really believe her lies, TJ?
Hey, Marsha.
Yeah.
Marsha, girl.
Yeah. She's the puppet master. She believes in it. And I want that confidence to believe in myself that much. It don't matter. It don't matter. She does. She does believe in it.
That is true. Do you believe your own delusions? That's the same. Now, question, TJ. So, when you get there, was you squatted in that house?
Yeah, we were squatted together.
Lovely Marsha.
Yeah, please tell us about it.
Can you hear me?
Can
you hear me?
It's like a delay. I'm a drop and come back.
Squatted. I mean, you were squatted. I mean, when she was squatting
Yeah, we
I
were
can
swatted.
no, not swatted.
TJ,
Squatting.
TJ,
Oh no, I wasn't with her then. Yeah, I'm here, Nay.
I'm about to drop and come back. It's a delay.
Okay.
I hear.
It might be me because of the Wi-Fi where I'm at. Let me see.
Does anyone in the audience have questions for TJ? I guess it would be the chat.
You can hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay,
And
cool.
there's no delay.
Great. Where'd
Maybe
TJ
I
go?
could drop down and come back. Hold on. No, I don't hear the delay. TJ dropped down. He'll be back, I think.
Okay.
And we have to think of some awesome questions to ask while we got her here being so open and honest, because
Yes.
there's so much about Jag I need to know. And now that I've got her here, I
Yes.
can't
Like
think of
honestly, when she was transparent about the whole coke thing, I was like, oh yeah, she's done. She's ready. She's ready to,
yeah,
And I'm
right.
proud. I love that for TJ.
I know, and no one can say that she's lying about what she's saying because of that reason. Anything, she would have lied about that.
Right. Right. So
So I
TJ is
really do
vindicated.
appreciate what she's doing. Yeah, definitely. Now I want to get down to the magazine. Let's talk. I might want to have I gotta write this down because something that comes to my mind, I have to write it down. So, okay, let's think about this. Does she really believe that Jay-Z is after? Did she ever believe it? I have to ask that. Clive Davis, Jay-Z.
Honestly, TJ might just laugh at that one. She might just laugh at that one. Shit. She don't believe that shit. We don't believe that shit. And
Who believes that?
that's a waste of a question.
No, I have to ask because she.
I mean,
at first, remember she was saying that TJ did say that she thought that Danny, OKP, Sean Davy Way were working together. Maybe I'm gonna
Yeah.
drop down and come back. Maybe it's me, okay?
I can hear you.
But someone's saying it's muffled.
It's still muffled, Marsha? Is it me or
Yeah,
her?
Yeah,
it may be me. Let me drop down and come
it's
back.
Miss Queen. She's muffled a little bit. I mean, it's Miss Beautiful.
Okay.
Hey, Tulsa.
Hey, I was letting y'all chop it up. I was just over here like getting some things done, doing laundry.
Tulsa, I didn't like sassy girl. Not sassy girl. Who was the bitch?
Oh, you went
What's
out.
her
I didn't
name?
hear you.
Who was the lady that came for you on what's the name thing the other day?
Oh, you talking about Sister T?
No. At Auntie Kimmy's.
Oh, child. Don't give me the lion.
The one that was mad that you was trolling Miss Cat and them that day. What is her?
Oh, child. I don't know.
Is this better?
Now?
Yeah, that's way better.
Okay, Nene. Now you're sounding like a computer to me. I can hear you just great.
Hello. Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Maybe I'm too close. Is that better? I'm still getting an echo.
See.
Let me turn this down.
How about right now? Is that better?
No, that's better, but I think I'm the echo. No, I'm getting. It sounds okay to me now.
Oh,
I'd like to talk about that plenty of fish too. Oh, I already asked you that question though. You
how about
said,
now? I can't hear nothing.
Okay,
can you hear me?
y'all can hear me now?
Let me step
Yeah.
outside.
It's some weird shit going on here.
Mojo, Love and Life. We're definitely gonna talk about the plenty of fish.
I don't want to know about the plenty of fish. I can do with that. Yes, it's Nay. Hey, Marsha. I be just popping on panels going in on B. That's what they know me from. That's so bad, ain't it?
That's good. All right,
That
TJ.
is so bad.
I think that is awesome, Chickadee, because they know you. That's all that
Oh,
matters. They
like,
know.
not all attention is good attention, man. Like,
Well,
I don't want people to think I'm just, out here. I'm a good person.
it's all about what you're doing
I
it
just
for.
don't
If
do
you fight it for
bullshit.
the right cause, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't just be out here messing with people. I don't do bullshit well. I just don't.
And I need to, how can we get in and be able to see the chat while we're on here?
You should be.
Let's see. I need to copy the link and actually what I need to do is something else. 1 second.
Are you on the desktop?
No, I'm on Apple.
Okay, great. So just hit the
There
chat
we go.
icon and
Okay.
then go and swipe over the comments.
Awesome. Thank you.
You in there now?
Yeah.
All right. Is it a feedback now?
You
No,
good,
actually,
TJ?
it's all right for me.
Okay. All right.
TJ,
Yeah.
can you tell us about Plenty of Fish? What do you know about that?
I don't know
Not
anything of Plenty of Fish. I don't know anything. That's what's new to me. That's why I was surprised. Like, where did this POF story come from? Jag goes and get her Johns right up and personal, right then and there. They offer her a drink. She ready to go. I'll give you an example. We were out at a hotel one night, and this guy, his name was John, to be funny, actually. He was paying for a drink for her, an $8 drink. And then she leaned over to me and said, because we needed a room for our hotel, and she was like, he want to go upstairs. And I said, to do what? And she was like, and I was like, I don't know. But if you want to go upstairs, you can, and I'll be here in the lobby. And I was just like, you're a cheap hoe. For $8, you ready to pull up your dress and allow you to go to his room and just have a bed to sleep in his room? So she's a flirt. She doesn't go online. She doesn't have to go online because she's ready. When a man is in her face, she all smiles and giggles. Even if they offer her a cigarette, she ready. She ready. She stay ready. I don't even think she has the patience to create an app and a profile and to court or date anybody. Because if you give her a drink, she's yours.
Yeah, $8 hoe.
That's how easy. That's how easy it is.
I believe you too. But just because, like, she's validating everything you're saying by the way she's moving now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And the day situation, when I came back, because I was in a hotel for 2 days, and when I came back, her and Day were already like friends. So this was the very first live that I did on my own. She told me that she was going to listen and she was going to go get her hair like shaped up. But after the live, and when I came back, and I was like, you don't have a shape up. Like, was you over there, giving him head? Like, what's up? What was y'all doing? What's going on? And the way that he was like following her around the hotel, and you rolling up our weed to give him a J. I'm just like, If you giving up the goods, you should came back with some smoke, the hotel room, some
Yeah.
money, and some more things. So you just like to sleep around because you can, or
Damn, she
you
took
want
it in
to, or
reverse.
that's your interest. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit
And I'm
more
pissed
about
off. So when you hear her say, "Oh, I disrespected Jake Day Day," that was why. I
right.
can't tell you what to do with your body, but at least let us come up off of it. If you gonna go ho, we still sitting outside.
Right. You had the inklings,
At
you
least
knew
bring
what
it
was
home.
going on. She gave you that feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell
And
us
then
a
she
little bit
winking her
more.
eye at him.
Oh yeah, that you knew. But TJ,
That
tell us a
damn
little bit more
Yeah.
about
seduction.
the
Girl,
time
don't
her,
nobody want
her
that.
friends that be calling her on the phone. Like, the ones she's
Oh,
flirtatious
her little
with.
male friends.
Right. And now question,
Um,
question, question.
I love.
Because I want to make a statement because I want you to
Uh,
think about this. Now, keep in mind, where were these people at when she was in jail? Also, her friends, where were, how did she get these friends' numbers when she got a new phone? She doesn't have the same phone. So keep in mind when she's talking about old friends, I want you to keep that in mind when you're talking about these men.
okay, I'll address that. She had a list of numbers in her jailhouse bag. So Jack carries around numbers on papers. So that's
Okay.
how she has everybody's phone number. So I guess when she went in, she just wrote down numbers or whatever she was doing in jail, getting people to make contacts for her. So when I got with Jag, she had a list of numbers. So that's how she got people numbers. And then when people seen her back online, people were
Not the
hitting
notebook.
my inbox. Yeah, but on notebook paper. So, when she got back online, people would hit us in the inbox on Instagram and be like, hit me up and all of that. So that's how she got back, re in touch with those people she lost connections with. And then
Okay.
the people that I did meet, um, her real friends, if you will, they didn't want to go through this again with Jag because they already been down that road with her, in jail, the chaos, and they've done everything they could do to help Mama Francis and all of that. So they were like, we're backing up out of it this time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're ready to do real work and when you're ready to leave all of that behind, we're here to assist you. But they didn't with their name associated or their place of business associated with Jack because they already went through this with her, with Goomba and all of that stuff, for years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
So I'm sorry.
some of the guys who did get in contact with her, they would be like, I love you, Jack. I love you. I'll do anything for you and all these things, but they didn't show up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, one night when we were outside, and we needed that hotel room, shout out to Kimmy because she came through on that live when I was like, I'm hot. When everybody was like, why you look like that, TJ? I'm hot. I've been dragging this luggage and everything. And those men that she would call, they would say, oh, yeah, I got you. But they never call back.
Mm-hmm.
So that also let me know that you are a jump off, right? They're a jump off. These friendships aren't genuine.
Mm-hmm. Now, Mojo Love and Life had a question. Does Dad's hair even grow? I'm thinking that same thing. Did it grow the whole time you were with her?
Um, very slow, very very slow. I offered to put braids in her hair. She didn't want that. She wanted to wear that hair wrap, which I did not understand. I didn't understand that, but it grows super super slow. It's like watching paint dry. That's how slow it grew.
Have you ever heard her say
So
anything
you
bad
offered to
about
give her the
Ayasha
Yoshi
or Kai?
braids?
I don't even understand how they get the braids in there. That's
Ayasha, yes.
information. What you say about
You,
What you
Well,
say
it's
about Ayasha?
easy.
No,
She said
what
Ayasha is a witch.
she's a witch.
She said
wait a
Ayasha
minute.
is a witch,
So you let the witch play in
and
your hair?
right, exactly. Because when Ayasha was recording, doing those recordings and all that, I said that's weird. I I said, "You're gonna label me as an op and all of this stuff." Ayasha is, what's her name? Yolanda Sandoval. If you ask my opinion about it, you get what I'm saying. She's a fanatic, and you have her sitting and recording and cutting and adding. Why are you doing these things? And she was like, "Because I want to turn her over to the Lord. I want to show her the righteous way. I know she's a witch. I know. Look how she spelled peace."
Pita ya.
Ooh.
Bitch, I'm on your head forever.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
So Jack said that Ayasha is a witch. And Kai, she was like, Kai's a baby. He need guidance. And that was pretty much it about Kai. But Ayasha, she said definitely she was a witch and she has all those children and she need help. And, Jack is going to be the one to save her and bring her to the light, pretty much.
She likes to bring people to the light. Maybe she could take them down in that underground guys in Arizona. Did she talk to you about that? The underground land or whatever she wanted to do?
Oh yeah. When I got doxxed, she called me and said that she had somewhere for me to go with a boat. Someone with a boat to come and aid me and help me. Yes.
I'm glad you didn't get on that boat.
Her stupid ass.
I'm glad you did not get on that boat. That would have been the last time we heard from you. Do you prefer
Period.
TJ?
Okay. At this point, it doesn't matter. They are all parts of me. TJ, Ty, it's me. It's me.
That's good. I can respect that. I like TJ. It's easy, it's quick, and it's catchy. Yeah, it's catchy. And again, thank you so much for being so open and honest with us. Chat, you guys have any questions? Because I'm just going through all these things going through my head. Oh, what else? Okay. You were there during the whole OKP Sean Baby Way debacle. How I know, did she come to you and was like, I'm about to lie on them, and what did she come to you and say, or did you even know about it?
No. What happened was when we started the coffee, okay, when we started coffee, people were coming in the chat, even that nomadic no man journey.
I know.
His other name is Crypto as well.
Okay.
Right. So people were coming in the chat and they were saying that they sent money. Did she get the money? Did she receive the money? People were leaving comments on the TNJ channel. People were saying all these things. And I asked her, I said, is this true? Or are people trolling? Because at the time, I didn't know how content worked. And I know what she received when I was with her. Once I got with her, all she received was $100 from OKP. So people are saying they sent $500. They sent this, they sent this, they sent that. Did you receive this money before I got here? Is it true? Do you think it's true? Or do you think they're trolling or whatever? So when, what's her name? Diamond sent that $30 receipt talking about she sent the $30. Jag was like, I don't know. Let's find out if it's true or not. All right. So we talked to Sean about it. And Sean was like, you should talk to OKP about it. She was already in her feelings about OKP when he sent that lady to braid her hair and that lady tripped out. So she was already feeling a way about OKP.
But knowing Jag, do you really think that happened the way she said? Think about it. Knowing Jag, do you really think that happened? Now, probably then you did, but looking back in hindsight, do you believe that happened the way that she said?
I do believe it, but Jag is paranoid. I don't think the lady had any ill will towards Jag. I do think she offered to take her back to braid her hair at her house because she was in a facility. She was in a woman's home. Where else was she going to braid her hair? Outside under the tree?
Well, Jag said a whole lot of other stuff about that lady, but yeah, okay.
So I don't know. I only know what she told me, right? That the lady came and the lady said, I'm going to take you back to my house to braid your hair. That's where the hair and stuff was. So Jag was like, she could have been setting me up, lining me up. I just didn't like it. Her and the lady got into an argument. So Jag felt paranoid. So I do believe, it happened like that, but not in a malice way. I don't think the lady was being malice towards Jack. Absolutely not. She was using
Right.
logic. I need to do your hair.
Okay, yeah. And sorry to take you off the subject of OKP because I do want to finish that one. Because and thank you again. Thank you so much for clearing everything up with us. But back to OKP, the lady after the lady did the hair.
hmm So, okay, whatever. So that's fine. So the lady wound up didn't do Jack hair. I don't know what happened from that because I still was in doubt. And then I told her, I was like, well, I'll braid your hair. You get what I'm saying? Because I can braid hair. I'll braid your hair. But to get back to this money situation, me and SDW was telling her, you need to talk to OKP. If that's your friend, talk to him. Talk to him about the thing. Talk to him about the money and all of that. And then she pulled, what is that girl name? Alexis. Alexis was the one who was supposed to talk about the money and all of that, but Alexis dropped the ball. So we went to Denat. So Denat is the one who said, let's fabricate the 30 into the $300. And I said, why? I didn't understand. And Denat was like, make it look bigger than what it was. And I said to Jag, why? She said, I control nobody. If that's what Denat wants to do, let him do it. I can't tell him how to do his content. So that's how that went down. So Sean Davieway, Sean knew what Denat was about to do. So when we went into coffee, that's why I was surprised. I'm confused now because like, is this content or is this real? Is this real or not? Because you said you're swinging for OKP, but you knew that the lineup was coming. So it didn't make sense to me. Hello? Can y'all hear me? I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. She dropped down.
I think she on mute. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Oh, my baby in the chat. Hi, baby. I know. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
Okay, so yeah,
Mojo, she belonged to me. She belonged to me, Mojo. That's my baby. That's my honey.
okay. Well, listen, TJ, if you gotta run, this was a great chat session. So the question was answered. Now she gets to get Toasted to run a storyline. There's Miss Beautiful.
Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I
okay.
got disconnected. But TJ, someone wanted to know about CPS.
What's CPS? What happened with CPS? Which one? About Ayasha?
Jag called the CPS on Yoshi. Did Jag call the CPS on Ayasha? Yes.
My opinion, I think so. I honestly think she's the one who made that phone call. Because who else would? You get what I'm saying? Jag is the only one who go around playing with people's kids.
Mm-hmm.
She's the only one. She is the only one who would disrespect people, children, and she'll do it right in your face the whole time. I do believe that she's the one who made that phone call, and she tried to line me up to make it seem like I did. I would never call CPS or anybody unless it was a reason to. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know Ayasha or her children. And my kids got played with. So I do believe Jag is the one who made the phone call. Absolutely, I do.
Okay, awesome. And what other malice things have you seen Jag do that you haven't told us about? Because I bet you have a treasure trove full of stuff that you were just keeping inside of you. And TJ, girl, you are with family now. It's time to let it out. Relax, relate, release. It's coming out slowly. It started with the bags and the bumps. Come on, tell us something else we don't know, baby. Come on, give it to us.
I, the most malice thing that I witnessed her do, and besides my children, is that she had me call her sister to advocate for her, and I spoke to her sister, and I got her sister to agree to allow Mama Francis to call. And when Mama Francis answered the phone, when Mama Francis called, she kept declining the call.
Oh, wow. And then
And
online it
I
said
was just
that
like,
she didn't call.
yes, yes, yes. And I was just like, that's fucked up because your mom is concerned about you. And, you've been crying for her to call, and I got your sister to let her guard down, even your nieces and all of that. And now your mom is calling and you keep declining the phone call.
Mm. And what did she used to
Her
say about my
mother.
Francis? What are some of the things she would say?
Um,
Because listening to her, she really does not like her mother.
um, she doesn't. She said her mom was abusive. Yeah, I think from what I gather, how like little girls love their daddies, but I think it went beyond that between her mother and her, because just how she spoke about her mom, and it always included her father, how her father was and what her father did, and how she felt about how the father treated her against the mom and all of that. I think she had a lot of resentment towards her mom because she was her mother and she had her father. It is warped and twisted, and that's just how I feel about it. Um, and then she talked about her mom being schizophrenic, and that she was trying to heal her, with taking her off her medication, and the money was hers, and um, even down to Goomba stealing the money from Mama Francis' account, and she was just like, "Well, it was my money," and it was just like, you really don't give a damn about your mother. And I
Mm.
didn't see the video of them being evicted until I sat with Jag. And I said, "You had your mom on camera like this? You talk to your mother like this?" So I
What else
don't
did she
think
say about that
she,
eviction? Because she said that they saved her $800 by throwing her stuff outside.
um, she said that was her way to leave Goomba. She was over the relationship, and his name was on the lease, and she wanted it to end. And that was the best way for it to end, was allowing them to get evicted because the money was there. She wanted him to man up, quote unquote, and take responsibility and stop living off of her money and Philadelphia and the mom's money. So it was
Mm.
to force Goomba either to man up and pay the eviction or to get lost. So it was a lineup for Goomba.
Oh, wow. That's horrible. That's just horrible. And he wasn't even thinking about her. That's horrible. Now, question. Have
Yeah.
you heard, like, did you listen to her music? Because I'm, like, she's my age. And it's like,
Mhm.
I was around in the 90s, and I swear I guess I must have missed something. Maybe we didn't play her in the Midwest because I had never heard of this lady until YouTube.
Mhm. Oh yeah, of course I did. I mean, because from the East Coast, Philly from Baltimore is only 4 hours away. I was into the whole Neo experience when
Mm.
Music Soul Child came out, when the Kendrick Family Soul came out, Vivian Green. So yeah, I heard of Jag. They were bootlegging her stuff outside, and they played her music. So when you're from a place, they're gonna play your music. They're gonna
Right.
shout you out. So
At
I
least
heard of her before YouTube, and I've seen her actually perform and open up for the Vivian
I'm
Green
sure it
and
wasn't
Music So
the same
Child
person.
experience.
What
Mm.
are the differences between now and then that you saw since you did see her open up? So how does she look? Like, tell us a little bit. Did you get to meet her back then?
Um, as what you said, what's the difference in the music?
No, in
Um,
the look,
what's the difference between?
the personality. Did you get a chance to
Oh,
meet her back then? Did you know? Did
no,
you
no, I
visit her
just
on
seen her
stage? Oh,
perform.
yes, this is insane. Okay, okay,
Perform,
and that,
no. She was just an
okay.
artist. If you were performing, it wasn't personable. Her stage presence was outstanding. You get what I'm saying? She brought you in. She did bring the audience in into her performing, into um, her being an artist. She did that, but her personality, it wasn't shown on stage. Even
Right.
now, being able to see a snip of it when she did perform, being able to tweak the band by ear, to do those things. If she could stay in that, she would be amazing. But all those other things, it takes away from it. To watch
Right.
her listen, to tune, to sing, to tell the bass to drop this down, or to tell the drummer do this and all of that. She got that. She has that.
From what I'm getting, people that perform with her said she's an amazing performer, including Jay Z. Personally, all I know is who the fuck you think you're talking to, and that's just not my genre. That's not my
Bitch.
bitch. And she loves to play. What do you now, CJ,
Right.
be honest? What do you think about that song? And I will say
I'm gonna
this.
tell you.
Hang on, I will say this. In my
I,
opinion, it's not my kind of song, but it is catchy.
uh,
But
uh,
I want
to
you
me,
honest.
I have the back. I have the footage of her actually writing that. I was there when she did that, when she wrote that song, and it was in a matter of 7 minutes.
Oh
Um,
wow,
I think it was super cool for YouTube, right? It was to be a troll through her music for content. So not
right.
to play on the radio or anything. I think it was fun. I think it would have done great if she would have stepped on with the vision that she wanted to do with Danny and Incoming and Tasha K. I think it would have been a great experience for YouTube. It was
Looking at
fun.
it that
It was a
way,
fun song.
looking at it that way, I can honestly agree with you. But the way she put it out, it's like, oh, it's gonna go triple platinum. Like just keeping it to the YouTube streets and this platform where the Hunger Games are going on, that it works for. Do you ever like?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so do you think that you've heard her sing in the past? So what do you think about her voice now?
Hmm.
What do you think about her voice now?
Um,
Can you think she can sing?
this gonna be my last question because I gotta go. Baby is rushing me. I think that obedience is better than sacrifice, because when God gives us something, he takes it away too if we abuse it. And I think that's what happened to her voice. She's nowhere near as graceful or have as much poise that she had then, because now what she has done. And I think her voice is damaged. I don't think it holds the quality like it used to, because of all the stuff that she has put out there. And I think she's double minded now. So God said we'll make room for your gifts, but she's not respecting the gifts. So therefore the rooms are no longer existing, and he's taking the gift away from her. That's my belief.
Awesome. TJ, thank you so much for being so open and honest. I wish you all the best. I'm definitely going to check out your show, like and subscribe. Guys, please check out Cheese's Journey, correct? Like and subscribe. It is awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. You are such a gracious hostess and you are beautiful, love. Thank you. I hope to join you guys again soon. I'm going
Yes.
to eat some food and watch you ladies. So thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Have a good
You're welcome. Have a beautiful night, babe.
night. Bye bye.
All right,
Thank you.
TJ. Thank you for
All right,
hosting
Tosa
the Girl
baby.
Talk.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate you for always welcoming me in, and supporting me, and I love you in real time.
I
Okay.
love you too. In real time, in real life. And we gotta do this again. We can rotate it around. Girl talk late at night. Let's get it off our chest.
I'm so down. I'm so down. I
Okay.
appreciate it, and to everybody in the chat, have a good night, and thank you for the cash app. I can go eat some dinner. I appreciate you.
You're
And
welcome,
baby,
boo.
I'm on my way. All right, later.
Okay. Later. Yes, this was wonderful, everybody. This is what you call a get it off your chest. The people, they want to ask questions. They don't want to be, the person that's being asked questions, they don't want to be yelled at and stuff like that. And I think everybody that come up, shout out to the Nay Experience. You guys go over and follow her channel. Follow Ty's Journey, THIS, Journey, JOURNEY. Get on over there. Yes, yes, yes. I know. What a day, girl. From sun up to sundown. It's just been greatness. And you know what? I gotta tell y'all this. So it's even greatness because YouTube, they reached out to me through an email and I reached back out to them. Well, I end up checking my email today and um I've got invited to be on a shopping panel. So I'm excited to see how this is going to go. I believe they emailed me back. I'm going to return the email, but I have some things that I want to share with you all. If you're serious about your channel and you want to grow, you want to get more involved in YouTube and really get on the grind and really produce that content, I will share that link on my community wall. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Katina, Hey, Ruthless. This has been awesome. Part one, part two. Yes. How fun. Tulsa, congrats. Thank you so much. I love Ra. Nay 100. Hey, everyone. Hey, 82. How's it going? We about to get out of here. We was just over here just kicking it. We had TJ over here hosting. We had Nathan Experience up here. Um, you missed a lot. You missed 3 hours worth of greatness. Why are you just now getting here? He said, QT, I'm glad you and TJ are cool again. Oh yeah. We've been cool and once the dust settled out, we had our conversation and like I told her, I apologize. I've done things or said things. And you just go back and apologize when you're wrong. And we gotta teach each other. It's so much out here for everybody, and there's no need to be selfish. Let's grow together. You know, he said I'll rewind it back. Nay is cool as polar bear's toenails. Yeah, she's a little feisty though, but she's cool. She got a little spice to her, honey. Yes, yes, very. Yes, yes, yes. So you all have a great night on purpose. Make sure you catch us at 9 o'clock a.m. for coffee talk so we can get into the hot topics and the politics and the news that kind of happened overnight. And you guys make sure you follow AT2's channel as well. He's a creator on YouTube as well. Mojo, damn, that's serious. Yep, it's all love. Okay, I'm gonna drop on down and I'll catch you all in the morning. Oh, thank you. Great live. It's amazing to leave alive feeling good, enlightened. Let me see. Enlightened and have a smile. Thanks, beautiful Queen Toast in chat. Thank you. And you make sure you come back again. This is what it's all about. And I dropped down a few times because this channel is for the people. So if I have my people up here and they want to communicate, I'm going to drop down and let them have it. All right. Later.